this is amazing. It's clash heads again. This is like Chaz Mostert and Cam Waters.
It's motorsport, but not as you know it. Test yourself and your everyday road car. Safe, affordable, but most of all, fun. And all you need is your daily driver. Experience the thrill of a sprint day. Race against the clock at a hill climb. Or test your reflexes with an auto test. It takes just 3 simple steps to get started. Get on the start line. Search Motorsport Australia Daily Driver today.
Fishies in a row. They're here to make a point and to do Eddie proud. They fan out in the background as they come down to turn 1 for the first time. It all looks pretty good, 2 by 2. We'll stop the camera here. Oh, Eddie would be proud, mate. That was awesome run around turn 1. But, contact with the fishies.
He's made it through. It doesn't look like Angus has made it, but Thomas Freeman's made it through, and Angus is going to suffer the crowd coming through there to be able to turn his car around.
I love riding. It's a real social thing. There's a great bond between riders.
Every weekend I look forward to getting out there. It's a freedom like no other.
Riding to work is a great way to start the day.
Shannon's insure all types of road bikes, not just classics. They offer features riders really want. It's why they're one of Australia's leading motorcycle insurance providers.
Whatever you ride.
Whatever you ride,
Whatever you ride.
ride with Shannon's.
Call 134646 for a quote.
And they are off. It was a good start from Dylan to Bono. I think Phil Vella got a great start there in the background as well. You can see already cars going 5, 6 wide as they're trying to find any semblance of space. They come into T1. So far we've got 2, 3 wide as they snake down. It's Michael Conchar that's got around Dylan to Bono. A couple of cars going wide there. Was that a bit of contact in the back? Scott Pocock caught up in that, I think, there, buddy. But it's Michael Cullajar's got past, so Dylan...
Light is coming out and we're about to get going, and we have green lights and a very slow start for the 86s, but they are moving out there on the grid. It would be very interesting to see exactly which driver can capitalise on this first lap. Just go through the grid. Look like Jamie Christensen had a really awesome start to get ahead of Dylan DeBono, and Doug Gowage also jumped his teammate as well, so unfortunately Dylan stalled the car a little bit more than what he preferred. But
Weekend in, weekend out, Motorsport Australia officials are making waves. From waving flags, waving cars through pit lane, or responding to a wave for help. Wave hello to new lifelong friends. Who knows, you might just make waves around the world. Ride the first wave. Search Motorsport Australia officials today.
Still great classes of car, and if you are able to, if you're coming up the ranks on iRacing through the licenses, it's a fantastic sort of laneway into prototype driving, going from that GT3 up through the prototype classes. As the safety car pulls in, we get ready to go green as we come up towards the line. Edwards, Hasler, who's going to get the jump down to turn 1, or will any of the fishies, any of the piranhas in behind them, assault them down towards
green and they're off.
First lap. Let's go here.
We've always had a few cars. They're all special. The T-Bird.
Oh, that's mine.
The Combi for when we want to get away. The XR8.
It's going to be a classic.
They're all insured with Shannon's.
We've also got Shannon's home and contents cover,
which helps protect our automotive collectibles, tools and memorabilia in the home and garage. If you're motoring enthusiasts like us, it's got to be
Shannon's.
Shannon's, insurance for motoring enthusiasts. Call 134646 for a quote.
This is amazing. It's clash heads again. This is like Chaz Mostert and Cam Waters. Almost the same situation. Better contact going down the hill. Sam Noble wants to snip on Dave Coleman now. Sam Noble bottle right now because tell you what, Bruce Tanak and Jamie Dyson just absolutely drove away from us. Hayden trying to go around the outside. This is where he could have just sent it up the inside, but he hasn't committed, which is fair enough. Very scary.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the SRW TV Shannon's GR86 Nationals Season 4, Round 2, live from Suzuka. I am Simon JP Pegg, and I'm joined in the booth by Steve Sinkovic here this morning. Steve, how are you, bud?
I'm very good, Mr. Pegg. It was a pleasure to watch you race the other night, mate, and our viewers enjoyed it, and they were all supporting you out there. And we didn't realise that you looked like a rough Simon Pegg until about the third or fourth time we saw you on there. I couldn't help myself, mate.
Yeah, I noticed, mate. Thank you very much for that. My son thought it was thoroughly hilarious when it come to watching the broadcast with me after the race, of course. We are at round 2 of Suzuka. It is 3.608 miles, 5.807 kilometres in length. The site, of course, of a Senna and Prost crash going down into turn 1. Let's hope we don't see that here today. Let's bring you up to date with the standings after the first round. Not really a lot to show, but there you go. Brent Wassels is leading the AMS with Kevin Wakefield in second, Brandon Nealon in third. Then you got Travis Nelson, Greg Johnson, David 747 Simmons, Ben Simpson, Greg Leake, Stephanie Pigley, Brandon Soper, and Shane Nowens in the Pro-Ams there on your screen. You got Manny Feely out in front with Ryan Price in second. Ronald Allen in third, of course, got up after winning the AMS last season. Mark Cochran in fourth. You got Bradley Mays, Chris Tomlin, Dean Sinkovic, Wayne Edwards, Callan Hodgkinson, Cam Hardwick, Josh King, and Luke Crum in the pro standings. Wowee, it's Mr. Dougie Gowans out on top with Dylan DeBono in the second place, Carl Lavery in third, David Gallo fourth. Then you got Tony Baker, Daniel Byrne, Greg Barber, Jamie Davis, Sam Katakazinos, Matthew Keane, Shane Ratcliffe, Mitch Noble, Jake Edwards, and Dan Batouche. Of course, Dan won the Pro-Ams last season and has gone up into pros. We've got 2 races here this morning, 20 minutes first and then 40 minutes with a top 10 reverse grid. Steve, Suzuka's a very, very tricky circuit here. These guys have got 2 races on it. How are they going to handle it?
Well, I've been listening to my boys, the Team SRW guys, and setups and the issues they're having. They're having issues with the first few corners coming, this S-bend that we're seeing right now. That's the bit that's getting them very tricky. Getting the right line to start with and maintaining it through. If you start with the wrong line, it sort of puts you off on the wrong camber and puts a lot of issues out there. So that's the point they were talking about being all the headaches. I reckon it's going to be a tough track. It's going to be a tough one.
Well, it will be. I think there's going to be some of them that will struggle with certain parts of this, as you say, going up through what they traditionally call the snake section right at the beginning after turn 1. It's going to be very interesting. We know how much the GR86 likes going round on his back end. That's going to be a tough one to deal with as well. They've also got Dunlop, that long looping left-hander, before they go round to Degnan 1 and 2. And if they hit the curb on that one, they are definitely going to be in trouble. I think that's going to be an interesting one. Then, of course, we've got the long run down through down into the Casio Triangle, last corner on the circuit. And again, you're throwing a car in a direction it doesn't necessarily want to go in a hurry, a right-left. So we'll see what happens on that one. I think it's going to be very, very interesting. Now, Steve, obviously from my perspective, I missed Oran Park last week. How did it go, and what was the racing like?
It was really good, actually. It was we had our issues out there on track, but it was quite good. Oran Park's a fairly tight little track, so a lot of fun, a lot of guys battling it out. Good, hard racing that we used to. So it was no more less exciting than it is every Thursday night. The fact that it was an Aussie track, did it make it a bit more special? I don't know. I think it's a bit of a dusty track. I'd rather go see them go around somewhere like Suzuka. The only problem I'm having with Suzuka tonight is the 2 straights. as soon as I see two long straights like this, I get the gut. My gut tells me that we're going to get gapping out. Lucky it's a split heat and feature tonight, so hopefully it won't gap out too much.
Yeah, I think that's one of the things that these guys are pretty good at. We normally end up with good close racing. Obviously from last season it was interesting as well. We're going to have a new pro champion, that's without a shadow of a doubt. No, Ben Faulkner has not come back into this season. Joshua Houghton, I've seen that he's in for the Vermilion Motorsports boys as well, so he's returned for Vermilion. But it'd be
waving their flag.
Yeah, it'd be how I think I'm very interested to see how the likes of Dan Batouche gets on in the pros and Ronald Allen gets on up in the pro-ams. Now, we talked about Ronald last season and we said he was always very conservative, wasn't he? He didn't get himself involved in a battle he didn't need to, and in the end it worked out. He took the championship, you know, just by being cautious and careful. But he's in a different class now. He's in that pro-am scenario where if he wants to be at the front of it, he's got to get his elbows up.
Yeah, 100%. And he didn't have it all his own way last week. He had a few issues last week, so it wasn't his usual clean self. He got involved in a few issues, a few scrapes, so it wasn't the Ronald Allen of Season 3. But he's probably still getting used to it and getting used to the guys around him, so I think he'll do well.
Yeah, I think once he gets started and up and running and hit the ground running, he'll be okay. We jump aboard with Dougie Gowans, the man leading the championship after the first round here, just going through Degner's 2 on that run now up into the hairpin. Sorry?
Purple sector, second sector.
Yeah, he's done really well. The problem is they split this into about 5 or 6 sectors. What have we got? 1, 2,
yeah, I think it's 6 sectors
6.
now.
It's crazy.
Yeah. And it's like which bit of crumb is the first sector and the second sector?
Yeah. That's the thing, isn't it? Just as you go around turn 1, there's a sector there that's crazy. But there we go. Let's see how Dougie gets on. We've got no times on the board as well. It's going to be quite a long lap time here as we are on round Spoon at the moment. Dougie for the Velocity Sim Lab in the green this season. So that's going to be an interesting. Now he's got that run down the backstretch and down into 130R. The question will be for Dougie is he going to be able to take 130R full flat, or are we going to see a lift? Let's have a look. Jump on board with him now. Look at the speedometer on the left-hand side. 193. No, practically full flat for Dougie Gowans on the brakes there. There's been an update to Suzuka as well, because there was a bridge there at one point that you could time where your braking point was, but the bridge is gone.
Is it gone? I didn't even notice that. I'm going to look next time we go around. That was one of my markers.
Yeah, the bridge, mate, the bridge, don't get me wrong, was probably 50% of the track markers, to be blatantly honest, for everyone.
Yeah.
But at the moment, it's just not there. Look, we'll have a look here.
Oh, that Tony Baker enjoyed the beautiful tow he got by Dougie Gowans, but they didn't last very long on top. Dylan DeBono's gone straight to the top.
Yeah, DeBono was going to come back with a vengeance after having a chat with him last season as well. Going to get himself, I'm sure, up in and around there. You see Joshie Houghton in second at the moment for the pros. I'm sure why he's listed as pro-ams. Let's resolve that situation.
The fun fact last night was Dylan DeBono had a spectacular run last night. And, you should have heard Hamish last night in the broadcast. My God. I think his heart nearly came out of his chest. He was talking how awesome Dylan was for about 5 minutes flat. Dylan didn't get a word in. Or neither did Hutto. It was like, oh my God, this guy's got to write a song and serenade him soon.
Is that mad?
It was worse than you with Gallo and Byrne in the Carlin boys. It was, mate, I was almost getting tissues out.
Oh, dude, come on. We've got you must have a little favourite. You cheer for your boys every single broadcast here. So
I cheer for everyone though. I cheer for everyone. I got the sidelines. There's so many awesome drivers out there that I sympathise for. Dougie Gowans is a favourite. Kyle Lavery is a new driver for SRW. since you've been up and back, mate. There's drivers like Greg Johnston, Sam Kitakazinos, Ryan Price, Chris Tomlin. These are all guys that I love watching. Underdogs. I love the underdogs. The ones at the very pointy end, I get bored of them very quickly.
Yeah, that's always the way,
actually.
It's like all the Max Verstappen fans because he's at the front. It's like boring, isn't it? At the end of the day, you know what I mean? But
when he was chasing Lewis, he was everyone's hero. Now that he's winning it every week, everyone hates him again. It's tall poppy syndrome, isn't it? We're well known for that in Australia. Tall poppy syndrome. We get on the back of them straight away.
Yeah, the back of the winners. They do it over here, mate, with the football. It's all of a sudden you find a Man United supporter who lives all the way down in blinking Cornwall, and you're like, really, dude? You know what I mean? It's not even near you. It's like 8 hours away from you. But there we go. Never mind on that one. Typical here as well. The team that's winning. That's what we want, Steve. The team that's winning.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So there we go. As we've just seen, and that was Tony Baker, I believe, who may have just taken a little bit. No, it wasn't. It was the pink car in front, actually. One of the SLW boys has just been off the side of the circuit. Adam Hughes can confirm RC is not goated tonight.
So what he's saying, he's not working tonight.
Yeah, basically. Don't worry, Adam, I'm sure they will survive. You know what I mean? So there you go. You've got Travis Nilsson leading the way in the AMS at the moment. Another driver under the team SRW stable. Dean Sinkovic being another one as well. You taking on Travis this season?
Yeah, we took on Travis as well. And also there's Travis Nielsen. Travis Nielsen's been with us for a while, but he hasn't been driving for about 3 seasons. He drove the V8s last year with us. He took some time off from racing, so he's back again. So we put him back into the colours straight away and got him out there. Now we've got as many drivers out there as Velocity, I think.
You've got quite a lot there. So you're taking over like an invasion.
We've got two fast ones and the rest in the middle and down the back end, so it spreads it out a bit, give the love everywhere.
Hey, I'll tell you what though, if I'm recruiting Kyle Avery in the team SLW, I'll give you that one. That's like a little good catch, that is. He did rather well last season.
Great guy too, really nice guy. Really nice guy. Once I spoke to him, I thought, this guy needs to be in our team, and he's fitted in with the boys really well. Yeah. Really well. They're all having a bit of a cheeky singing song and then picking on each other and then taking the piss out of me. So it's all good.
No, that's always handy, isn't it? Like I got on V8s on Tuesday. So suck it up, Steve Sinkovic. There you go. I think Stephanie Pickley's back this week as well. Couldn't make it, I believe, for the V8s the other week because they're having a little bit of problems, which is back out on track. So it's good to see Stephanie back here as well. Looking like this track is causing a lot of problems for a lot of drivers. Jamie Davis, no time. Chris Tomlin, no time. Oh, I've got to look at 747's livery. Apparently he's got his name on the front of it. No time. Bradley Mays, no time. Greg Johnston, Mitch Noble, Greg Barber, Dan Batouche, Greg Leake. Actually, Greg might be in the car, isn't he? Ryan Price and Callum Hodgkinson, no time at the moment. Adam Hughes is solo in RC tonight, Steve. That's what you meant by it.
I feel the pain for him.
Yeah, so a lot of people without times on the board. It looks like Suzuka's being a little bit tricky on the off tracks for some of these drivers.
Yeah. It's. I think it's going to be one of those nights tonight. It's an easy track to lose it on. The S's. This bit here is easy to get carried away off and take too much pace in there and be a bit over ambitious, and you end up on the grass and flicks you around that first section we just saw. You don't get this section right, you're pretty much stuffed. Then when you come out of the S's, the far right-hander, the car can easily drag you out into the dirt before you go to that little sharp right-hander under the bridge. And then that under the bridge section is another bugger. And the bit I hate, the double left-hander, the big sweeping double left-hander before the back straight. Oh, I hate that with a passion. I can never, ever, ever get it right.
The world-famous spoon curve, Steve Sinkovic did.
Mate,
you can't nail it.
Yeah, no. I could eat it with a spoon, but nah.
You can't get it right. You can't get it right at all. There you go.
Here's Mr. Wazzle in his little, what's he got on the side? Terra something, it says.
That one.
No, it's a bit hard.
Can I get there with a camera? No, not really. Unfortunately on that. So we'll try and have another look. Terra Drift Squad.
Ah, there you go, Terra Drift Squad. Okay.
I don't know who they are, but I'm sure you may do. No, not a Scooby. So there we go. As you can see, you've got two very well-educated old men up in the booth here this evening. On that one, if anybody can tell us who the Terra Drift Squad are, that would be much appreciated. Because at the moment,
you hear us talking, you wouldn't think we were that educated.
Look, we're talking and we're here. That's all that matters. You know what I mean? We've both woken
It's
up
like,
this morning.
Brad Hudson in our admin room goes, "Oh, very good England, Stephen." I seem to type very fast, and they call me the Da Vinci Code. It's you got to read between the lines.
Dude, I do that as well at the moment. I all of a sudden type out a message, I look up, send it, and I think that did not make one blind bit of sense.
Not at all. I'll get a message. Did you read that before you sent it?
Yeah, that's what I normally get. I normally get along the lines of, James, please retype. And I look and I go, oh, God, yeah. All right, mate, fair play on that one.
Again.
Right, the times have settled down just a little bit here, guys, as well in quali. There's no real improvements taking place. Dan Burns on an outlap. Whether or not he's going to get... no, he's not. He dived into the pit lane. So Jamie Davis is a man with a time looking like he's going to set one. That would be nice. He hasn't got one on the board at the moment and is sitting all the way down in 31st place for Jamie.
Oh, we'll get a wriggle on.
Mate, he ain't going to get a time in now. Where is he? It's all the way. Is it a hard reset, or is it allowed them to finish alone?
On top of the screen it says 13:55, so he's got a second. He should just make it. It will be a hard reset once it hits because it's a split around tonight. So as soon as he hits 15, it's all over Red Rover. He's got it. He's coming around the back. This is the bit I hate. He's taking it well.
Yeah, down in the Casio, you see the bridge completely gone missing. Now through the right, through the left. What is Davis going to do? He's obviously greens because it is his first representative lap here. So it will be his fastest sectors. How's he going to get on? Hugs the wall on the right-hand side. The right thing to do, take the shortest route. Did he get a time? He did in the end and put himself up into 13th. So great job.
Ooh, he's having a struggle tonight.
Yeah, Dan Patouche is another one that has not got a time on the board. And to be honest,
gone for a different graphic today.
He's not going to make it. Huh?
He's gone for a different graphic today. He keeps changing like different
liveries.
Different graphic what do you call it? Street art.
Oh, okay. Right. There you go. He's not going to.
Oh, that was it. He didn't make it.
No, he did not.
So Dylan Bono, the 22.22.482. Not bad at all.
No, not bad. But here is the grid for you. Dylan DeBono is in first. Joshie Houghton in second. Dan Byrne in third. Then Shane Ratcliffe in fourth. Carl Lavery sitting there in fifth. Doug Gowans in sixth. Tony Baker in seventh. David Gallo eighth. Sam Catgazinos in ninth. Greg Barber down in 10th. Then you got Matthew Keane and Ronald Allen leading the Pro-Ams on pole position for them. Behind that is Jamie Davis and Matty Feely, Cam Hardwick, Mark Cochran, Ryan Price, Callan Hodgkinson, Kevin Wakefield, Chris Tomlin, Wayne Edwards and Travis Nielsen sitting in 22nd. Kevin leading the AMs there. Brent Wassell and Greg Johnson in 23rd and 24th. Behind that is Bradley Mays, Dean Sinkovic, Shane Howard, Stephanie Pickley, Greg Leake, Brandon Neelan, Dan Batouche, Mitch Noble, Joshua King, David Simmons, and then Brendan Soper, and obviously Adam being the RC. So 35 cars out on track. We have obviously got that gridding time that they get to take place on to the grid here. Come on in, Steve. Safety cars. How many are you thinking?
Oh, I reckon tonight, one in this race and two in the second.
1 and 2.
Yeah.
I am going 0 and 0 due to the fact that there's a long runoff area.
Yeah, it is.
there's lots of space and lots of gaps. So I'm hoping that they should be able to get out of the way without any problems. All right. So that's what I think is going to happen. I'm just waiting for the cars to get onto grid. They got 3 minutes, I believe. Is it gridding time this evening? Oh, not that one. What have they got? 3 minute grid time. Yep. So they will have 3 minutes to get on to the grid. There's the stunning red machine of Carlin's Motorsport. Still waiting for my team merchandise, Steve. Still nothing, mate.
I did mention it to him the other day.
Yeah, still nothing. No, it's just
nothing in the mail.
No, nothing in the mail. No DMs. No DMs for me addressed. Nothing.
No, there is no love. Where is the love?
I don't know. I'm giving them all the love in the world. It's like being with a wife. Right. Don't tell her I said that, because Jesus Christ, she'll kill me. Right. No, she's not. She's at work at the moment, so that's fine. Here we go. Dylan DeBono on the pole for Velocity SimLab. Josh Houghton, Cam Hardwick are left to grid. 10 seconds on the clock. Josh Houghton's there. Where are you, Cam? You have not got long. He's not going to make that. Oh, there he is. He's just jumped on now. Oof, lucky boy.
Look at that queue. How many cars there? We have 35 on the grid tonight, mate.
It looks absolutely amazing. A bit worried about Dylan DeBono's wheels are facing the wrong way. I hope that's not the case when he comes off the start line. 4 lights, 5 lanes. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the case. Round 2 is green. Dylan DeBono did not get off the line due to his wheels pointing in a completely different direction going down into turn 1, but it is Josh Houghton taking the whole shot. Dan Burton leading the way into turn 1. Now they're coming up through the snake section very, very shortly here, and it's going to be interesting one. You can see Houghton leading the way. Burn is side by side, having a little bit of argy-bargy with DeBono. DeBono manages to get through, setting on his way up through the snake now. Now it's going to be Josh Houghton taking the whole shot, but Dylan DeBono, what was going on there?
No, there's just facing completely the wrong way. The boys have all snaked into a beautiful line straight away from the front and the back all the way through. No one's gone off track. Everyone's got off well except for Dylan DeBono with tyres facing the wrong way.
Yeah.
He was doing a Verstappen, but facing the wrong way.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on there with Dylan DeBono, but look, at the end of the day, he survived and he's still in second place. He's got to chase down Josh Houghton now. Houghton out in front, DeBono second, Byrne in third, Ratcliffe in fourth. No real great movers, lots of action at the back. Shane Nowens has just gone off the circuit, and unfortunately he's going around the wrong way. That's coming out of Degner 2. Greg Johnson is also down 5 places. He's had a rotten start. Dan Batush up 5, Mitch Noble at 5, and Joshie King also up 5 towards the back end of the field. Sam Katkazinos trying to go around the outside here. Is he going to have the inside for Spoon? He's alongside. He's got David Gallo, who he's just made that overtaken on for Sam Katkazinos. Now Gallo's got Matthew Keane tucked in right behind him as well. Good start for some, not great for others. Shane Nowens has been off. It looks like 747 is taking a trip up the side of the circuit as well. Stephanie Pigley has just also been off, unfortunately, and is trying to recover back her place. But very interesting one.
Tell you what, the grid is phenomenal. Everyone's close. Everyone's still in the draft. No one's lost the draft at this point, except for these boys here that we just saw then. Look like they might be losing it soon. But tell you what, it's looking very tasty.
Definitely is. It's going to be an interesting one. You can see the splits on the left-hand side. Matty Feely leading the Pro-Ams. He's got Ronald Allen in behind him. Jumped Ronald Allen at the start. Kevin Wakefield leading the AMs. He's got Brent Wassell in behind that one. But it's this action here. Josh Houghton has got Dylan DeBono behind it. It is like an old rivalry. It is the Van der Holyfield, Mike Tyson, Vermilion, Velocity. Steve, at some point, I just wish these guys would do a charity boxing match and have done with it.
You reckon it's Mike Tyson and Jake Paul?
No, give over. Jake Paul's not a boxer, dude. You know what I mean?
No, I know. He's a punching bag. They get slaughtered by Tyson next month.
I hope so, anyway. God, I hope so. Reason does my nutting. But these, I reckon, you could arrange an SLW GR86 charity boxing match, Velocity versus Vermilion, with tag team style wrestling involved in that.
Ooh, a bit of tag and box, you reckon?
Yeah.
Well, I reckon that would be.
I'd come over.
Straight away.
Yeah, I'd come over for that one just to see how it goes. I don't even like flying, Steve. I'd have to knock myself out with some bleeding tablets or something. But I'd definitely come over for that one. But it could be an interesting one. I think this is going to be a rivalry for the masses, isn't it? Let's be real. Velocity Vermilion is just a continuation every single season, and I think this season, or today especially, is not going to be any different. Is De Bono going to take the inside line going up to Spoon? He's thinking about it. Gives him a little nudge. Steady, Dylan. Steady.
Yeah.
Oh.
Looks like De Bono's got more pace through the corners. I was watching the few corners beforehand, and that's cost him. He didn't quite time it right. He should have just held him all the way to this point here and tried to get out. Now he's got to take on Daniel Byrne to make sure he can't get him across. But, tell you what, they're swapping mirrors.
Yeah. There's going to be red paint on that silver car. I can tell you that much. Round the outside, hold it. Oh,
very close.
I wouldn't mind, but Byrne come off rough out of that. He lost a place to Lavery at the same time.
And
Lavery's
Ratcliffe.
off.
Oh, that was going to get messy. That's going to cost him a slowdown, that will. That was three guys trying to get through one corner.
Never going to happen. Houghton trying to weave now as well. He's trying to break the toe from De Bono. Doing a great job out in front. Can Houghton hold his nerve with the ever-looming De Bono in behind him? 15 minutes on the clock. Ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. Get your drinks, get your popcorn, sit down, chill out, and watch this, because this is going to be bigger than a child's blinking Chinese firework display, this one. So pay attention on that one.
It is already. We're swapping paints left, right, and centre. There's a lot of silver on the side of that red car. And I tell you what, the Velocity boys are very happy with their setups. They've got some good corner speed. If you have a look at them, they're not catching on the straights, but on the corners, they're doing really well.
Yeah, they are at the moment. Dylan De Bono carrying a lot of speed through some of these, coming into Dunlop. Through Dunlop we go now into Degner 1 and 2. How's this one going to work out for Dylan De Bono? Absolutely fine. He's now got Degner 2 to deal with. Get it in the dip on the right hand side. Now get it out and get the power on. That's a little trip off the grass for Shane Ratcliffe there. Oh, Joshy Allen, internet. Not good.
He's got to, if he wants to take this heat out, he's got to get as clean as possible and maintain that gap on Dylan. He can't let Dylan get in too close, because if he does, it's going to be all over Red Rover. He's a wily old cat, Dylan, even though he's a young fella.
Yeah,
there's 12 people out there, mate, watching. Please come and like and subscribe and do all those little fancy things, and tell your family and friends to come in. We usually got a little bit more. I know the heat's it's a heat and feature, and everyone builds up the impact, but come on.
Greg Leake's had an issue on that one. There's some action further down. Dan Batouche in the mix with Mr. Dean Sinkovic. Mitch Noble's in this pack. Brent Wassell's getting dragged into it as well, but Dean's kind of the cork in the bottle. He's now gone wide. Unfortunately for him, that's going to be a little bit of a problem, because here comes the onslaught. Dan Batouche, Mitch Noble, Bradley Mays are not people you want behind you here for Dean. Is he going to be getting swamped by Batouche around the outside? Dean's got a choice: back out and let him go, or run him around the outside and hope for the best. He's running around the outside. There's a spinner.
Someone's gone a bit wide.
Oh, he's upside down.
Someone's on the roof. And Dean's been turned as well. So Dean got turned by, I'm not sure who that is, but someone has ended up on their roof nicely.
Oh, is that Tomlin on that one?
Could have been
not.
Tomlin. No, Tomlin didn't get it. Oh, Tomlin's fishtailing. What's going on there? Oh, is Tomlin? No, it wasn't Tomlin. That was a good recovery, though.
Yeah, he managed to hold on. Oh, it's going to be here, isn't it? That's what's going on his roof. Yep. Bang, and then we go over. There we go.
Oh, was that contact from Travis?
Yeah, the question will be I think it's just going to be one of them where they're trying to go too wide for an area that doesn't always work. It's definitely slow there for Travis, but does he come across him? Oh, not really. Not really. I think that's a little bit of half a 6 of one, half dozen the other. And then, of course, we had absolute chaos that went on behind with Dan Batouche and everything else on that one. And how did Steve get his nose chopped? How did Dean get his nose chopped off?
He got hit from behind. I'm not sure who that is behind him right there.
Oh, he come over.
Oh, Dean's come across him. Yep, he's done that himself. Oh, and then one of the other boys from my team's turned him around. Oh, mate.
Yeah,
two boys from.
It's all on the. That was all on your brother on that one.
All on my brother and all on my other teammate in the other one. Crikey.
A little bit messy.
That was not pretty.
No, that definitely wasn't.
Dylan Bono's just done the fastest lap with a 2.22.339. He just took that off Dougie Gowans. Dougie Gowans had it with a 2.3.103. So Dill's broken the 22s.
Yeah, you can see he's tucked in right behind Howard.
Actually, Ratcliffe and Dillon are the two fastest guys on track at the moment.
Yeah, 1:22.34 for DeBono, 22.95 for Ratcliffe. Oh, not anymore. Not for Dougie Gowans. Not.
Oh, he's having a bad trot, Dougie Gowans.
Dude,
I spoke to him this afternoon and said, mate, you are so unlucky at the moment on track. He was having, he's done it to himself.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And that's it. He just says he's on the flip. He goes straight back into pit lane. DeBono and Houghton side by side now going into turn one. DeBono wants that line. Houghton needs the inside for the next part. Is he going to allow DeBono to come over? Is he not, Sunshine? He goes up, comes back in. DeBono goes with a left hook. Houghton comes with a right. Now it's all about the uppercuts. DeBono's going to go. He's taking his nose off. Got in front of Houghton there as well. Well, that is how forceful we're driving. Yep.
That was great driving. That was sensational by both drivers then. Could have gone either way very, very quickly, but they both did very, very well. But I'm guessing that this story is not finished yet.
Oh, God knows. Definitely not. We'll have it won't be one chapter, it'll be a whole blinking 13-chapter picture book by the end of this is done. And then these guys continue to fight on here as well. He's bringing Shane Ratcliffe into the background. What's that?
I said it'll definitely be a picture book, that's for sure.
Yeah, the question is on which way round it was going to be. That's going to be the interesting thing. Matty Feely still leading the Pro-Ams. Kevin Wakefield still leading the AMs. Him and Mitch Noble are swapping places here. Not really sure. That's a good idea for Mitch. Two different classes. Travis Nilsson is now in behind Kevin Wakefield. So we could have a nice little battle for the AMs between Nelson and Wakefield coming up. Then we've got Feely and Allen, who are also not very far apart as Matty Feely just going down.
There?
Sorry?
What's Bartouche doing back there?
He's up 10 places. He didn't get qualifying time on, remember?
That's right. And Mr. Barber must have had a shocking start. He's gone all the way down back to 13th. 13 places down, I should say. He's all the way down at 23rd.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Oh, hold on. Might explain something.
Ooh, a lot of air there.
Yeah, he spins it up, doesn't he? There you go. He's off the side of the circuit. He's not holding that. That back end's going to come and flip round on him. Oh, he did come round. So where did he lose all of his places then? There you go. This is a contact, and then he's just got to sit there, isn't he? It's right at the beginning.
Behind, then that's all over at Rover because you can't get out of there, can you?
No, he's just got to sit there.
That sucks.
Dylan DeBono, Houghton, Ratcliffe, DeBono, Houghton again, side by side, and again they'll be going at each other once more. DeBono's going to now look up the inside. He's not going to let him have it either. That's brought in Ratcliffe. That's brought in Byrne. Is it going to bring in Baker? Well, we've still got 8 minutes to go here. And there's a lot of action still to have. This front four, backwards, forwards, fighting and constantly going at each other all the way through. Now it's going to be an interesting one. Can they master Dunlop without any problems? They should be able to. Coming down into Degner 1, the fast right hand, a little dab of the brakes, get the car pointed. Ratcliffe's making his intention known. He's looking aggressive at the moment. He's climbing all over the back of the sole representative of Vermilion this season. Last season, different kettle of fish. There was like 3 or 4 of them. But now there is poor old Josh Houghton, who is fighting a fight fight here, Steve. How's he going to be able to do this, mate? Because let's be real, Dylan and Shane, not crazy, not stupid. They will utilise each other when they need to. You know what I mean?
Look, they'll definitely drive the team game when they need to. And the funny thing is that last season they had the numbers the other way, and now these boys are unfortunately going to hand it to him because they're very good at teamwork. The Velocity boys.
Yeah, absolutely. They definitely are. De Bono now in there. Houghton still tucked in behind. Bruce Spoon they go. Shane Ratcliffe, Dan Byrne. Baker not quite on the show yet. Davis is fighting in the back with Matt Keane. Feely's got Lavery tucked up right behind him as well. Lavery down 6 places for Carl Lavery. Not good. 747 Simmons has been up to something. Unfortunately, we'll try and catch that. Oh, Howard's gone round! Oh, bro! Straight in the wall.
He was right up the back. He was right up the back of Dylan then. What did he do? Touch him and spin himself? That was unusual. Yes. I think he's lost. As he's gone over the curve, he's lost front traction as he's touched the car in front of him. What's this?
Yeah.
Yeah. No downforce. Not that there's a lot in these cars, and then just completely lost the rear end.
Yep, Dirty Arrow straight across the front on that one. Welcome in, Kimmy. Welcome in, Troy Dooley. Much love. That's allowed De Bono, Ratcliffe, and Byrne to go and resume the fight in there as well. David Gallo sitting down here in 6th place. Got Houghton now in front. Kagazinos in behind as well. Velocity boys have all got different colours this season, which I think is quite cool.
Yes, they have. About time they were listening.
Yeah, and I've got to give Shane Ratcliffe out, as I love the gold. I think that is absolutely amazing.
Yeah, the gold does look good. The gold does look good.
Yeah. Oh, it's been so down here.
The camera's working down the bottom now, mate. I've got it on Kevin Wakefield and his little battle there with the boys and the AMs.
2 secs on that one. I think Ronald Allen may have just been
tagged by Pricey. Oh, he's been rotated by some. I think Pricey must have tagged him, otherwise he wouldn't have stopped. Yeah, and then he got spun the other way as well.
Yeah, unfortunately, a little bit of a carnage going on down the back end, but it still does free up Wakefield out in front. And Dan Batouche, nice little recovery back to 18th. That was somebody in the wall. That was Shane Nowens, I believe, in the side in the wall again there. Is that going to bring out a safety car? That's going to be the question. It wasn't Shane Nowens, so who was that?
He's requesting a tow. There's a request to tow. The incident with Dean and the boys coming to the triangle, Dean was deemed responsible for... Oh, no!
Can't see who that is.
What happened then?
I think that's Cam Hardwick. It is Cam Hardwick. Hold on, I'm getting this. Trying to get back to find who it was. He ended up winning.
Anyway, Dean was deemed to be at fault for that incident, but because of the poor bugger. Because all the damage was caused to himself, it was self-penalising, and they left it at that. No further action.
Yeah, and it's going to be quite a lot for poor old RC to go through, I think, at this moment in time.
Yeah. Look at this nose to tail here. They teammates, nose to Carlin boys. Carlin boys on Ratcliffe. All he's got is he got a bit of overlap there. Looks like he has. He's got him on the inside. Can he hold him out wide? No, not enough.
Ratcliffe did that to himself.
Oh, he should have held his guns there.
Yeah, kept the foot in for Dan Byrne.
Price gone and spun the car around in the back end. He just passed there. And here comes Kevin Wakefield on the bottom screen passing. I think it's Joshua King, yes, on the main straight. And they're going to go for a bit of a ding-dong down the bottom of the hill.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on what's going on with Dan Byrne at the moment with Shane Ratcliffe on the main screen, seeing the bottom there. That's it, job done. That's Josh King, I believe, going past Wakefield. And he's got Ronald Allen now tucked in. Ronald in the yellow livery for M1 Racing this season. So another stunning livery. You want to shout out on the broadcast, boys, just put your car in yellow. Do love a good yellow car.
100%. Stands out like, cojones.
That's the thing, I think. if you're ever a team and you want to be recognised, just chuck your car in yellow, the brightest colour possible.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
But Dan,
don't get fire, whatever you do.
Yeah. And it will always be stood out as well. The broadcast team will always see it because they'll be like, "Ew, he's in that yellow car."
The numbers are building, JP. The numbers are building. There's more people in the view. We're on Facebook tonight too. I fixed up the connection, so there'll be people watching on Facebook tonight as well.
Oh, well, welcome in. Thank you so much for joining us.
We'll restream if they're having a chat with us. Restream will post it in our chat here, so we'll be able to see if they're in there. If there's someone you want to watch, someone you want to see, let us know. Because at the moment, Dan Byrne is on the back of Ratcliffe with the big Toyota emblem on it. He's got a Brandon on his bonnet.
What are you doing, son? What are you doing?
Which way are you going to go?
He can't. The problem is, I don't think he can go anywhere. I think De Bono is so long pulling Ratcliffe along that I don't think Byrne's got an option. That is a back marker in front, a 747 on that one.
Ooh, nearly lost the rear end.
He went up in the air there for Dan Byrne.
Yeah.
Went up.
Oh, someone took a shortcut. Was that Josh? Yeah. Looks like Josh took a bit of a shortcut through that chicane. Did he gain an advantage? No.
No, didn't get an advantage. Would have got a slowdown if he was coming on that from that one. Dylan De Bono, how are you going to handle that man there?
Yeah, he's got his first driver he's got to pass. Oh, look at that. Well done there by Greg Johnson. He's pulled out wide on the straight part of the track. Now get in there, mate. Claim your racing line because you don't have to let everyone through.
Nice driving by David Simmons there, Steve, by the way, just to let you know.
Oh, yep. Buffer Proctor, green SLM car stands out as well. Yes, it does, mate. Mr. Keeney's out there. Back on the SRW circuit. Oh, rotation around. Travis has been spun by Kevin Wakefield by the look of it. In that bottom screen, I'm not sure if it was Kev's fault or not, but I'm sure we'll see it at some point. But that was a nice little spin.
Greg Johnson also had a moment. We'll have a look at the Travis Nelson one very, very shortly.
Davis is off track. I think it's just a shortcut.
He's done that on his own.
That sucks when you do it on your own.
3 wide.
Look at this, 3 wide. Look at this. Oh, and he's come off the outside.
Oh, dude.
He's drifted across in front of Kev.
Yep.
That's not Kev's fault.
No.
I'd say that would be Travis' fault. He's drifted across Kev's nose.
Yeah, definitely did on that one. Final lap of the race. Through Spoon we go. It's Velocity 1, Velocity 2, Carlin's 3. Is it going to stay like this down into Casio? I don't believe anybody's going to really make a move at this moment in time. Up this front end of the field, it looks like De Bono's going to wrap this one up for the first race. And Ratcliffe will come in second place there, with Dan Byrne probably wrapping up the third, unless there's any major dramas going on towards the end of Casio. But they're coming through now for the end of race 1. Dylan De Bono going into Casio Triangle in that silver liveried Velocity SimLab machine. It's a Velocity 1-2. De Bono, you should be careful, mate. It's half the corner away there. As he comes over the line, he is round 2, race 1. Winner on that one, Mr. Dylan De Bono. Ratcliffe comes over, and then Dan Byrne comes over after in third place. I think
Matty Feely to take the Pro-Ams, following Jamie Davis. Mr. Feely to take the first heat of the Pro-Ams. Well done, Matty. Good to see him back in some form.
Now Hodgkinson
and
comes
the
over
amateurs,
the line.
it looks like Kevin Wakefield's going to come home with the cookies.
Yeah, he is.
Not that he stayed out of trouble, but he managed to get to the pointy end.
Yeah, Nilsson as well in second, which is quite interesting considering he went round.
He got rotated quite viciously.
Italy will grab
Dougie,
third.
Poor Dougie, look at him all the way down at 18th.
It's going to be a tough one for some of these drivers, I think. For race number 2, don't forget it is a top 10 reverse. Here comes Stephanie Pigley with Brandon Nelson.
Interesting.
Matty Feely's on pole.
This one is.
All right, Yoda.
Methinks we will have Carl Levery and Matty Feely. No, Matty Feely and Jamie Davis we have here. Yes, I'm a nerd.
There. I just thought I took a trip back into the Star Wars era. Here comes Dean, who of course did himself no favours there. As he come across the nose.
You need to do some practice, man. I'm really sick and tired of you driving so badly.
That was just drifted left, mate, and unfortunately just wasn't aware that he was coming across there on that one. Greg Leake as well had an awful race. Greg Johnson, Brent Russells. Obviously, we saw what happened to Brent. He went upside down, round and round, just about now. So unfortunately for him. As well, Kimmy, stunning driving from De Bono and Troy Dooley. Close racing up front. Great win, Dylan. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how they come back through the field now from that top 10 spot as well, Steve. Could be an exciting one.
It is. It's going to be a good look at it straight away. It's like you look at the names in that top 10, and it's going to be a tough one to get through for De Bono. I'm telling you right now, there is no pushover in that top 10 to get around. No. Everyone's going to have their elbows out. So we're going to have you'll go through the list now because it's going to pop up. But, yeah, not one pushover in that top 10.
Absolutely. Dylan De Bono is race 1 winner. Shane Ratcliffe in second, Dan Byrne in third. Then you got Tony Baker in fourth, Joshie Houghton in fifth, David Gallo in sixth, Sam Katkazinos in seventh, and Matthew Keane down in eighth, Jamie Davis in ninth. Matty Feely leads the Pro-Ams. That's separated away from Callan Hodgkinson by Kyle Lavery in 11th. Chris Tomlin wraps up the podium for the Pro-Ams in 13th. Then you got Mitch Noble, Wayne Edwards, Dan Batouche, Josh King, and Ronald Allen. Kevin Wakefield takes the victory in the AMS. He's separated away from Travis Nelson by Greg Barber in 20th, Nelson 21st, Ryan Price 22nd, Bradley Mays in 23rd, and Dougie Gowans 24th. Stephanie Pickley grabs a pole on her return, podium, on her return in the AMS. In third, Brendan Nealon in fourth, with Brendan Soper down in 27th place. Dean Sinkovic down in 28th. We saw what happened to Dean. Shane Nowlan's 29th, then Greg Leake, Greg Johnson, Brent Russells, David Simmons, and Mark Cochran with Cam Hardwick there as well. And of course, Adam RC. And here this evening, going into warm up now. How long have we got? We've got 5 minutes.
I've got some dirt for you, mate. I've got some dirt for you. So we've got 3 guys starting from the pit lane. We've got Ronald Allen. We've got Mark Cochran and Ryan Price. So I'll repeat that again. Ronald Allen, Mark Cochran and Ryan Price will be all starting from the grid for penalties that weren't being able to be issued during the first heat. So they are being issued now, and they'll be starting from pit lane. That's going to be a tough one for those boys. So obviously, Pricey's one was the one we saw where we rotated. I can't remember who it was. I can't remember seeing Mark Cochran's incident or Roland Allen's incident either. I can't remember that one either.
I'm wondering if Allen was that 3 wide situation going down into turn 1. I don't know.
Possibly could have been. It possibly could have been. But wasn't. Actually, you know what? It's Thursday night. And we do things. We don't always do things by the book Thursday night.
We never do.
Let's see if Mr. Hughes has got anyone in the booth with him, and let's drag him in for. Mark Cochran's waiting for a chin wag.
Barber's in there as well now.
Yeah, Greg's in there as well. So he's giving him backup advice, maybe. Cochran's out there too, so we won't disturb them. But I was going to see what the story was. He's on his own tonight, so he's paying the price. But we will see how that goes.
Busy boy.
Say again, mate?
I said it's going to be a busy boy.
Oh, yeah. Well, it hasn't been that bad, actually, incident-wise. There's only about 5 or 6. Wasn't too bad at all. What did you say? I mean, what you got this TK open. What's it say? How many incidents we have?
There was a lot more popping up, but there was also a lot more off tracks. But that could just be people running wide.
A lot of drivers taking advantage of the what
track
they
limits.
Call AstroTurf.
Yes, on the outside there. Ooh.
Yeah,
stay there.
Your boys are out there. Mr. Gallo's out there practicing.
Yeah, I'm not.
He's having a bit of a fly.
I'm not really a warm-up boy, Steve, to be honest. I just generally sit down and chill or go and get a drink.
Well, I use my warm-up as my practice because I usually don't. When I was racing, basically it was put my boy to sleep and then come out as soon as I can to get on the track. And most of the time it was like maybe 5 minutes before qualifying. So that'd be my practice would be qualifying.
No, I've got to be honest, because obviously the V8s are a completely different machine to anything I've ever driven before in my life. I have been practicing on that one. I'd like to point out, though, for a bottom, driving a V8, I haven't finished dead last yet, so I'm happy about that.
You did well the other night, mate. You did really well. You did really well. It's not a... You've got to remember, that grid you're racing with, these boys all race every week and probably a couple of races a week as well. So they race a lot. And you finished, what, in the bottom third?
Yep.
Yeah, that's pretty good, mate. That's not an issue at all. That's great driving.
Don't worry, mate. By the end of the season, I'll be winning the whole lot. After I've paid somebody to run all around the drivers and pull out their internet connections as they're driving. Yeah. On that one. So.
I've just noticed that Cole Lavery has manual. No, he's back in. He's back in. He must be having internet issues, so he's dropped in and dropped out. We'll keep an eye on anyone there. Mitch Noble's talking to someone about something. I don't know what he's talking about. But, looks like.
Bring the grid up. Yeah, grid's just coming up now. Yeah, Matty Feely is on pole there. Jamie Davis second, Matthew Keane in third, Sam Catcazinos in fourth. Then you got David Gallo, Joshua Houghton, Tony Baker, Dan Byrne, Shane Ratcliffe, Dylan De Bono rounding out the top 10. Carl Lavery in 11th with Callum Hodgkinson down in 12th place. Chris Tomlin, Mitch Noble, Wayne Edwards, Dan Batouche, Josh King, Ronald Allen, of course, will be in the pits. Kevin Wakefield and Greg Barber rounding out the top 20. Travis Nelson, Ryan Price will be also in the pit lane. Bradley Mays and Doug Gowans down in 24th. Stephanie Pigley, 25th. Brandon Nealon, Brendan Soper, Dean Sinkovic, Shane Nowens, Greg Leake, Greg Johnson, Brent Wassels, David Simmons, Mark Cochran will be in the pit lane. And then you've got Cam Hardwick and, of course, RC's at the bottom there with Adam. So keep an eye out. Let's see how we get on here as well. I'd like to point out there was no safety cars in race number 1.
Yeah, the guys have just been informed to who's going to be in the pit lane start. He'll give them the go when they can actually go. So this is going to be interesting. Have a look at the leaderboard at the moment. Starting, Matty Feely is a Pro-Am leading 11 pros. That's going to be tough. My camera at the moment is sitting on our race Heat 1 winner, who's not in his car yet, but that's Dylan De Bono. So we'll see how he tracks through the field on the way through.
Jamie Davis is there sitting in second, Matty Keane in third, Catcazinos in fourth, Gallo fifth, then Hodgkinson in Joshua Houghton, in behind David Gallo on that one. So we're waiting for a few more to get onto the grid.
Yep.
Some, of course, that will not make
Ryan Price. And who was the other one I said?
Ronald Allen, Ryan Price, and Mark Cochran.
We're starting from the look at that lineup of cars.
There we go. Lights are coming on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lights out and away we go. 40 minutes is off and running. 747's got to start at the back. There's somebody who's not even actually gone anywhere, but Matty Feely's going to take the whole shot. They're going to be trying to go down 3 wide into turn 1. How is this going to work? It isn't. Somebody's going to lose out. Who's going to lose out? There's a runner in there as well. The Alwyn's come through for Vermillion. He's moved up 1 place as well. Catcazinos up 2, chasing down Matty Feely. Feely's taking the whole shot at the moment here, Steve. Done what he had to do. He's escaped as he needed to.
Doing a great job there. Got a great exit out of there. Did really well. Got himself out of trouble straight away. But then the 3 boys behind decided to have a 3-way sandwich going through. I saw Joshy Horton have a bit of elbows there with Dave Gallo. Looks like he got the better of Gallo on the way through there, but the boys are already settled in all the way from the back.
Davis tucks in right behind at the moment here. How's he going to cope with Degner 1? He's going to cope with it fine. Bradley Mays, Stephanie Pickley, Wayne Edwards have all been off the side of the circuit at the moment. Brendan Soper off there. Greg Leake off there. Dean Sinkovic has just come back on as well. Is this going to be... Yeah, Bradley Mays. Davis is now hassling around the outside of Catcazinos. That's not going to work, and he's going to rotate.
That was a bit of neck cut, I reckon.
Oh, it's in the middle of the... Oh!
Safety car has been called
That was netcode, I think. Did you see the way they were going side by side? Then all of a sudden, he just got his rear end just moved away from the incident. That's bad. I think it was netcode. It looked like it the way he moved.
Oh,
watch this.
Nope. He just lost it.
He just lost it.
Yep. However, not great awareness from somebody who's going in careering in. Because De Bono is also... Is this in response to what's going on up there? Oh. No, he got hit. That was on the after effect.
Who got hit there? Who hit De Bono?
Got to be Gallo. It's one of the Carlins boys. It is Gallo. So De Bono goes round. So Davis goes round at the front. All right. So he starts going
one of my
up.
boys hit him again.
Yeah.
Oh, so that was a car rotating around, hitting the back of. It hit the back. Oh, look at that. Yeah, there's not much he could have done about that.
No. Unfortunately, Gallo's just sat there. De Bono's just sat there. Everybody, unfortunately, dropped down the order. There's the recovering Davis. I don't know how you're getting that
is a very
back.
bad-looking car.
Bro, that is broke. What's worse for all, surely they got to... Adam, you've got to allow Alan through here. Under yellow. I know you know passing under yellow, bro, but he can't sit there all the way back waiting for that car to get there. He would be well off the back end of the line for Ronald Allen. I am surprised he ain't waved him past, though, dude, because look how far back he is. He's coming out of spoon. The line's going to come up through the S's. There you go. It looks like he has gone through on that one. Davis trying to get the car back. So we got Leak, Sinkovic, Piccoli, Lavery, Gallo. Now, we were talking earlier on about what went on towards the back end. It might be a good time.
Yep.
Well, it's a good time to look at it here. So...
Oh, look at that. Oh, wow.
Was that Mays who went round the first time? Oh, there's that car there. So,
yeah.
Who is that?
That's Tomlin, I think. Oh, who's the green one that came through?
Oh, it's Edwards.
So that's Edwards there beside Dean. Oh, he's got it. No, not is that Dean. No, that's
it's one of your
Edwards.
others. Then that all goes on, and then Dean ends up getting done there. Somebody else is going straight into the wall.
That. Webb, Soper at the back wall as well.
Yeah, there was a lot happening, Steve. At a lot of times, as Matty Feely is picked up by the safety car there as well. Who was in? Is Adam driving the safety car at the same time as RC? He is.
He is. He's doing a great job out there.
Doing three people's jobs, Steve. I hope he gets 3 times the salary.
Celery?
The salary. No, not celery. Salary. You know. Salary.
You want me to feed him?
Not feed him. Pay the man, for God's sake. He's got
feed the man.
Pay the man. He's doing 3 people's jobs here. He's putting you in for 3 times the amount now. You watch.
It's probably the first race he's done that he hasn't been on Twitter.
This is also true. Probably the first race he's done is going to get round a lap in the whole car without spinning it.
I didn't mean Twitter. I meant the other one.
Oh, dearie me. Well,
all right, safety car coming in next lap. That was a lot to unpack. That was so we had an incident across the back of the field with 3 cars. Then we had Jamie Davis over rotate, which caused
mayhem.
A couple of cars to hit him, but cars that were avoiding him hitting other cars that hit other cars. So we had 3 points of impact. Lucky he held his tyre, he held his brakes. Otherwise, he could have got blamed for a lot more. But wow, what a way to unpack lap 2 of the feature race.
Yeah, first safety car there.
Well, I was wrong when he had a safety car in the first race.
Yeah. Poor old Adam's got to drive the safety car, and he's got to hop out and decipher all what went on there.
Yeah.
Good luck, dear chap.
Look, at the end of the day, if it becomes post-race penalties, it becomes post-race penalties. It's all well and done.
It's got to be in it.
As long as everyone goes out there, enjoys themselves, and have some fun.
Yep. It definitely is. Definitely is that.
All right.
bit more coming through. A nice mix of liveries. I think that's the thing, isn't it?
Yeah, we've got some really distinctive liveries this season, so you can really tell some of the guys apart now.
Yeah, absolutely. Look good. Do look good. What? How can you crash under a safety car? Or was that you trying to get the car back? No, you actually, by the looks of it. Oh,
Brendan Soper?
Yeah, he's going to go round, I think. Yeah, he is under safety car.
Oh, no, and he's wrecked his car too.
Put him in the wall. Dude.
Oh, no, he's going for the nice chrome green. I don't mind that.
Yeah, nobody saw it, Brendan, honestly, I promise you. Didn't show it on broadcast at all.
He's gone in the pits.
I think he had to, didn't he? Let's be real.
Yeah.
Just went and put it in the wall. Ben Simpson, come on, Kev, he says in the YouTube chat there.
Well, he's leading the AMs again. So at the moment, the biggest movers have been Dougie Gowan's up 11 places. David Simmons up 17 places. 747 has taken the high road. Jumped all these guys through the sky by the look of it. 18 places by Cameron Hardwick. Obviously, a lot of these boys have got around without hitting anyone and managed to get themselves in good positions.
Yeah, he did send me a picture. I was hoping he was going to put it a little bit bigger, but you can see just under his front air vent on the bonnet, 747 Simmons, he wrote on the front.
Oh, yes, I can see that.
Awesome job. He sent me a picture the other day. He said, I think you'll like this. So there we go. Do you know what would have been good if he got it into a Qantas airline livery or something like that on the
We
car?
spoke about that last time. Remember the 7 and 4 and a 7 into a kangaroo?
Yeah.
He should have reached out to me. I could have done that for him.
Do it for him and send it over to him, because I think that would be absolutely amazing.
Yeah, I think I should.
Yeah,
I think
it's a surprise. That would be quality for 747 on that one. Safety cars should be coming in this lap. Let's get you out from behind the trees there as we're on our way round Spoon. So let's see.
Well, this track hasn't disappointed, has it?
No, it was never going to, though.
The same pitfalls. It's a high downforce circuit with not much downforce in these cars.
No, definitely not. But what they have got, you saw, I think Houghton really represented it in the first race, was massive aero wash going across the front. Because he could not have got any closer, and then all of a sudden it just went bang.
Yep.
Snapped away from him.
See, he's touched the rear of that car. He's pulled his nose up into the air because he's touched it from the impact, and then the air wash, boom, catch you later.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. As we see, the safety car is going in.
So Adam makes it in cleanly. Sure he will.
The solo man.
Yeah. Man of many talents.
Yeah. He's a damn good driver too.
Yeah. There we go. For him, Matty Feely is going to lead us away for the restart here. Safety car lights are out. Matty Feely is the leader. No weaving throughout the pack. They are got to keep it straight. But here we go. When's Feely going to go? Well, he's going to go right now. He has gone, ladies and gentlemen. We're back up and running, and we are green racing once more here at Suzuka for race number 2. Feely's jumped it. Cagazinos did not be able to get away, unfortunately, on that one. He's got Houghton riding behind him. Is Houghton going to go and tuck him up the inside? He's not. Matty Keen's in there for the SLM. He's sitting in fourth at the moment. Feely ran a little bit deep into turn 1. That's brought everybody else back into play here, unfortunately, for Matty Feely there, Steve. Just one mistake going into turn 1 and everybody else back on his back again.
Yep, he's got to keep it clean, keep it sharp. He's got Sam Kazinos is really putting some pressure on that bright red Velocity car. And behind him, good old Josh Horton, 2.24, so 2/10 behind him. Josh hopefully doesn't make the same mistake he made in the first heat.
There is Houghton. It's up behind the back end of Cagazinos. I wonder if Sam's upgraded his PC at all for this season, so if you have rain, he actually can get out on the racetrack.
I don't think he has yet. Don't think he has. Our heat winner is down in 21 place. He's 11 places down from where we wanted him to be to get a bit of a wriggle on and a bit of a prize fight for us coming through that pack. Instead, we've got now Callum Hosh and Mitch Noble.
Here we go. What you going to do, Joshy? What you going to do? What you going to do?
He won't be able to hold the pace through the corner if he stays on the inside. He's going to wash out.
No, the difference is he had a little bit of overlap over him as well.
Yeah.
Oh,
he's done well. He's held
got him again
there
now.
very nicely.
Yeah. It's Cacadinos on the right hand side. Job done for Houghton. Now the question will be, who's going to
back?
Are they going to hold it going through? They are. Houghton gets that position. Great job from Josh. Straight on the inside, took it over Cacadinos. Now coming into Cassio, Cacadinos on the defence. Matty Keen's in there, Burns in there, Baker's in there, Radclaff's is in there. All drivers mixing out. We've got Dylan De Bono. Is he still on your bottom screen there, buddy?
He is on my bottom screen down there. He's making his way through now. He's got 747 in front of him coming through the pack.
Keep an eye on how far Dylan De Bono can get there in the bottom corner. Greg Leaks had an incident. Nowens is off. Davis is off. Man, oh man, oh man. Is he going to snap that car? He's not. Go on.
David Gallo going to drive through. Oh, look at this. Is he going to hit him on the way through? Oh, he's got out of the way very quickly. Well done, Lukey. David Gallo's got himself a penalty for incident between himself and Dylan De Bono for not holding brakes during that incident. So he's got himself a drive-through. That's first out of the ones for incidents. I'm not sure he's going to find very many out there because a lot of them were self-spins, weren't they? Avoiding an issue.
I am surprised that got flagged, to be blatantly honest. I don't know if there was a whole lot Dylan could have done about it. David could have done about it, to be blatantly honest.
Yeah, I don't know. He said not
through.
Holding brake, so if that's the only thing, I guess. Oh, here we go, Feely. He's gone out wide. He's letting Josh get on the outside of him.
Oh, no cheat, no good. No, he's going to
got the run back.
The jumping car with him. Feely's covered him off, I think.
Yeah. He's only got a 10th on him there, so he's right at the back of him. 2 10ths, 3 10ths. Doing well, but Sam Kagazinos is putting the pressure on him as well, so he can't go full on attack because if he does make the wrong move, he's got 2 velocity cars behind him that will quickly jump in. Actually, 1 correctly. Sam Kagazinos and Matty Keane who will jump in very quickly. Here we go.
Side by side now through 130 out. Howard's on the outside, Feely's on the inside. Kagazinos is there in the red machine. Keane in there. Burns going to make the move round the outside of Keane if he can. Kagazinos is going to try and shuffle Matty Feely back 2 places. It's not going to happen, but there is the rotation for Dan Byrne.
Rotation for Danny Byrne.
Oh, bro, that was just...
Oh, no, you never rotated again.
That was just nose-to-tail racing. Not sure how you're going to look at that one, but Sam Kagazinos now got his side-by-side with Matty Feely. Josh Houghton going down into turn 1. Houghton takes the lead. He's got the whole shot. Kagazinos is there in second. Just past Matty Feely with Matt Keane in behind that. Baker, Ratcliffe and Batouche all sitting in together. Dan Batouche up 9 places at the moment as well, doing a stunning job at the start.
Doing really well, really well. Bartush is driving out of his skin tonight, but so is Matty Feely. He's out of class there, and he's doing really well. The next driver in his class is down in 8th position, which is Callum Hodgkinson, his teammate, and then behind him is Greg Barber. So at the moment in the Pro-Ams, the OPR Black, oh no, Simmons have got 1, 2 and 3 in the Pro-Ams.
Yeah, I think that may have involved Ryan Price. It did involve Ryan Price.
Oh, Pricey, too much love.
Yeah, poor old Ryan's getting himself caught up in some incidents here. Unfortunately for him, Mitch Noble has got Dougie Gowans trying to come back through the field, of course. The Gowans up 13 places at the moment after his incident in race number 1. It's got Mitch Noble ahead, who has got Greg Barber ahead of that one. So we'll see if that and how far Dougie Gowans can get. Down by 2, Shane Ratcliffe, Tony Baker, Matthew Keane, Matty Feely and Sam Kakazdinos rounding out the front 6.
Kevin Wakefield is again having another battle with Travis Nielsen for the amateur title there. So he's got 1-2 behind him straight away, keeping a great little fight. Greg Johnson has got a car between himself and these boys, but they're doing really well.
Yeah, recovering Dan Byrne, who ended up, believe it or not, 17th overall. After that spin we saw, oh dude, you got nowhere to go. You got to pick a horse and push one on that one to try and even make any form of gap whatsoever. And he did that, cleared Nelson. Now is Wakefield going to let him through? Looks like somebody went into the wall there. Or he had the moment at one point. Who was that? I can't remember.
Got him to the drive through.
Yeah, not surprised on that one, dude. I think Price is getting himself involved in a little bit too many tats, should we say, here today. Dan Byrne now clearing Wakefield. Back up front. Houghton leads by 1.5 seconds, and that is due to Dan Batouche, Shane Ratcliffe, Tony Baker, Matty Keane, Matty Feely, and Mr. Kakazdinos still battling here, Steve. It's like anything. When you battle, you end up losing the time.
This is true. It's the biggest killer on your lap time there is. If you can focus forward, that's the key, and just try to keep your race line sharp and tight, and that's the best thing you can do. Especially the guys behind you, if he's faster, well, he's going to catch you at some point. But just stay on your line and focus forward. That's the best way out of it.
Try and not mirror drive the car. Either. Mirror driving is one of probably the biggest things.
Xenos is driving really well tonight.
Yeah.
Well, as I said, that he went off track, but it's good to see him back in some sort of form. He spent the last 2 seasons getting involved in all sorts of situations.
Yeah, something's happened to Carl Lavery. It looks like a straight disconnect, to be blatantly honest.
Probably is. Let me check my bottom screen. 1 second.
Yeah, I think Lavery just straight disconnected. Dan Batouche's had a moment as well. Unfortunately for Dan, coming into the hairpin.
Here we go.
Oh, he hit the curb on the outside for Dan and put himself into the wall.
So the rotation of Daniel Byrne when he was at the final kink at the triangle, the rotation around, there must have been contact between him and Matty Keane, but it's been called no further action, a racing incident, so they must have bounced off each other or something.
Yeah, there must have been a little bit of contact and elbows out. Yeah, I think on that one. Dougie Gowans is in, where are you, Doug? 8th at the moment. Up 16 places is Gowans.
Yeah. M. Hardwick up 22, mate.
They're flying, didn't they? Absolutely
yeah,
flying.
Doing really well.
But I think a lot of it, if they got through that chaos that we did have, I think that's going to be one big winner, isn't it? Josh King side by side at the moment with Dylan De Bono. De Bono's going to have that inside line. He should take the position away, making his way back through, almost trying to get a 2-for-1 special there with Noble. De Bono on that one. Didn't quite get Mitch that time around. Is he going to be able to get him going in through the snake? It's very difficult for Dylan De Bono to be able to achieve that. He's going to end up very, very close. Now through the right-hander. If you're going to run him round wide, sir, you need the inside line with Dunlop. If he sends you wide on Dunlop, you're going to have a bit of a problem here. Over the curb he's going to go. Stay off the curb on the outside. He can cause danger. Now through the left-hander of Dunlop. Coming down into Degner 1. De Bono now has got a choice. Does he go? Does he go? No. But that's going to hold him up because it does look like he's got the pace over Noble.
Yeah, he's just got to get around him. Noble's driving very defensively across there and not giving him much room. He's got to be careful. He doesn't close too much space there. He needs to make sure he leaves racing room for Dylan, otherwise he's going to destroy his own race as well. Oh, Dylan lost a bit of rear end there. He's going to push Noble out wide to maintain the leading position. He's going to do well out of that. He's done great positioning of the car there by Dylan. Even though he lost a lot of pace coming through there for the rear end slide, he did really well positioning car in a position where Mitch could not do anything. Oh, what are these boys doing?
They're going at it, hammer and tongue to Bono. Noble and King all together. The front end of Keen, Feely, Cagazinos are still fighting out. 1.9 here as well. Don't forget there will be pit stops. Just judging by the fact that they've only got 28% fuel, I'm pretty sure they're going to need to.
Yeah.
What has your brother been up to? Now, I mentioned the outside curve at Dunlop. There you go.
He's down on the horizon somewhere. Again in the off track. Oh, bro, what are you doing? I've got the bottom screen on a back marker battle between Greg Johnson, Chris Tomlin, and Brett Wazzle.
Down in the bottom right-hand corner at the moment, Sam Cagazinos. Feely still tucked in. Feely looked like he was going to make a move. Tony Baker has made a move over Keane. He has just gone through. Tony Baker there doing a great job over Matty Keane. Brendan Nilsson looks like he's had an incident as well. Greg Barber's gone off and jumped back straight back to the pits. So whatever Greg did, he ended up back in the pit lane.
He's had a shocking luck tonight.
Yeah, I'm wondering if that was requested.
Baptism of fire.
Did he request a tow though for Greg Barber?
I did hear. The boss man giving tow to someone else, but I'm not sure if it was Greg. Greg's just parked there.
Yeah, there's no reason for it. I can't find anything. He just came back on track and jumped back to the pit lane. So unfortunately, what was this little thing from Mark Cochran? Oh no, that was before that. Oh, is that Hardwick? Is that Mr. Cam Hardwick in that pink velocity machine?
Car 65 incident responsibility.
It is.
Yes.
It is on that one.
Is that Mr. Hardwick? It is Mr. Hardwick.
Yeah, Dan Burn there now as well. Dougie Gowan's in with Ratcliffe. Gowan's up 17. Hardwick was up 22. Is that a stop and go, or is that just a drive-through?
Drive-through, just a drive-through.
Drive-through for Cam Hardwick then. That's going to drop him down the order. He's going to lose some of them 22 spots. Wakefield still leading the AMs. You got Feely still leading the Pro-Ams. And you got Houghton still leading the Pros. And Matty Keane in there with Matty Feely and Tony Baker and Ratcliffe. As these guys continue to fight it out here. Nice little battle developing down here as well. This is the Johnson one with Russells and Tomlin. And then we've got Simmons having a nice little ding-dong further down with Stephanie Piccoli on that one.
Tell you what, Matty Feely is having a fantastic race. He is 3/10 behind Sam Cagazinos. 2.5 tenths actually now. Oh, here we go, the bottom screen. Oh, there was a bit of curb hopping both ways, and they're going side by side into the final corner. Oh, Jesus Christ, they swapped doors, how close they are.
Russell and Johnson. Wakefield's further up the road. Davis is in separating them two. Tomlin's in the back end, not really sure where to, well, if you're going to do it, mate, go 3 wide. That works for the LCR. Oh, not that one. If you got nowhere to go, if all else fails, just send it for Tomlin, just making it 3 wide. Oh, yeah. Russell's nearly went round there.
He's got the door closed on him.
Oh, dude, literally.
Great little driving. People, you're watching the battle down the back end of the field at 18th position, 16th position, 17th position. These boys are putting on a great little show on the back there. Again, thank you for joining us. If you're out there and you're watching someone and you want to see a family member or something like that, or a team member, give us a shout out, please. You've been very quiet out there in the chat tonight. There's 18 watching. Please like and subscribe and hit that like button. The thumbs there. We got it at the thumb all the way up to 28, I think, likes. If it 18 of you there, like it.
Yeah, and it's completely free.
Oh, there goes Greg in the back. I'm not sure if he was helped or not, but Greg Johnson hit that wall real hard.
Yeah, we'll have a look back at the moment on that one. I just want to see if the Bono is going to be able to get Gowans. The Bono with Hodgkinson in around him. Don't forget Gowans and the Bono both for the same team. Is Gowans...
Will be team orders.
Yeah, I was just about to say, is there going to be swapping? Surely it's too early in the championship for the team order, isn't it?
Is it ever too early at Ferrari?
Oh, no. Oh, there he goes.
He's diving under the brakes. He's taking it.
I don't think he needed team orders. I think that was just a send and a half from
Yeah, it was
DeBono.
a very, very calculated send.
Yeah, it's the same at Red Bull, though, doesn't it? Let's be real about it. Team orders, race 1, round 1. Come on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's be real.
Yeah. Let beat your driver when you give you a new chassis because you told them there's something wrong with the car for 5 rounds. Then you beat your driver for the rest of the series. Then you get told to have a rest for last 5 rounds.
Yes.
What happens if the young Kiwi gets pants by Yuki next 5 rounds? Because Yuki is an improved driver with Daniel, so this could be a very interesting next 5 races.
Could well be. Keep an eye out on that one if you're not sure what we're talking about. It is Real World F1. Just to let you know.
Yes.
Very political.
Oh yeah. Now RB Cash App have got involved. And they say, look, we've invested $30 million in Daniel Ricciardo being in that seat to get publicity for our brand. And now our brand is worth...
Because you pulled him from the car, isn't it?
Yeah.
It don't make sense, dude. It really does not make sense.
No.
And this whole team orders thing drives me insane.
Yeah, it does. It does. It's... Yeah. If you can beat your teammate fair and square, beat him fair and square.
Yeah. That's it. Don't give one a car and then the other one who's got half a banger because you don't want to put parts on it. It's ridiculous. Let's get back to what we've got going on anyway. We've got better racing than real world
Let's
Formula
put the
1.
politics aside.
Yeah. back to the real racing where men race with no team orders, no different cars.
Oh, banging, flopping, pain.
Yeah, absolutely. Going for complete and utter ding-dongs further back here. Matty Feely is there. Sam Catgazinos, Tony Baker. Feely's going to go and have a go at Catgazinos as well. Round through 130. They go. Coming into Casio now. Baker has got to run. He's got to run. Is he going to send it up the inside? He is. Is he going to be able to get both? He's not. He got one. Covered him off as well. Tony Baker,
Nicely
take
done.
a bow, sunshine. That was awesome.
That was some nice driving there by Mr. Baker. He did some really nice move there. That was very clean for a corner that could have been very risky and very dangerous. Dylan De Bono has gone in the pits. He's opened the pit strategies up early, trying to get an undercut. Joshua King has followed him in as well. Mitch Noble. I was about to mention we're going to get pit stops soon, and here they are. They're dropping already. I wasn't expecting him in for another lap or so.
And it takes us to about the half an hour mark. They will have enough time, obviously, under safety car for a bit of that. But Catgazinos not having its own way. Baker, Feely, Keane, Ratcliffe, all there. You've got King, Noble, Hardwick, Gallo, and Ronald Allen. We've had De Bono in the pits as well. Davis has been in the pits, but Davis went in on lap 1, so I'm not entirely sure if he's going to be able to get to the end there for Jamie Davis. It's going to be very, very close. Dylan De Bono sitting in 12th after his pit stop. Not a bad pit stop whatsoever, to be blatantly honest with you, coming out in 12th, but we've still got Catgazinos and Baker having a right little go at each other for second and third.
I don't know when Jamie jumped in, but he's jumped in as well. So, that was lap 1. These boys there, that was from the damage. So these boys that are in front are still got to pit all the way through. Now this could be a very smart early move there by Dylan. That you know what? Last thing he wants is another safety car. That's for sure.
Yeah, if he gets that, could be in trouble.
Yeah, all over Red Rover.
Yeah,
I'm going to go down the back of the pack with Stephanie Piccoli and Cam Hardwick. Stephanie is having a great little battle there at the back, and she just got passed by these boys at the moment. So let's see how she goes on the back of them.
So Matty Feely and Tony Baker with Sam Catgazinos. This is your front fight, of course. Then we've got Cam Hardwick down there with David Gallo. We've got Greg Johnson looking like he's in a fight at the moment as well. And it looks like Stephanie has dropped off the back of the pack, unfortunately, just as we go down onto her on that one, Steve. So we've got the old Greg. Yeah, Greg Leake and Greg Johnson look like they're having a bit of a ding dong down in the bottom corner there.
Down there.
See how they're
Greg.
on.
Oh,
There
just
we
as
go.
I spoke, someone behind them has just gone off track. That was David Simmons.
Yeah, they both. He got passed by both of them there.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Here we go. These guys are actually teammates, so TGR. So they're the Greg Team Greg boys, Greg Leake and Greg Johnson. Oh,
too much curb. Too much curb for Mr. Simmons there.
Way too much curb.
Yep. Bounce
More
that
pit
car.
going on. We've got Wakefield, Tomlin, and Wazzle in. Wakefield is the leading AM driver at the moment. Let's see how they go in the pits. Will he get passed by these boys in the pits or not?
Where are they?
Well, here comes Johnson. Johnson pitted before Kev, and Kev is out already. Yep. So he's going to have about the full straight to catch up, Mr. Johnson.
Don't think that's going to be quite viable. Piccoli's been in and is now still in second in the AMS ahead of Nielsen. Ronald Allen is...
It's definitely Piccoli to see her fighting up the pointy end.
Yeah, absolutely. And have a ding-dong, son, if you can. You might as well go and do it. As her and Travis Nelson fighting it out for AMS there. Nice recovery drive from Steph, back on the podium for the AMS. Yes, Mr. Dooley.
Who's that just tucking it in on? Oh, don't put your nose in there. Oh, Ronald Allen. Oh, that was not a good place to put the nose. He nearly got it taken off by Steph. Steph has got the pace coming around that corner. Travis is trying to take the shallow line, which is not the fast line. And now he's got Mr. Ronald Allen has taken him because he went for that shallow line. That shallow line's a silly line to take.
Yeah, Allen gets up legs, trying to get back through the field after his pit stop as well, sitting sixth in class at the moment. Stephanie Piccoli is sitting second in the AMS. So let's see if Allen can make it through cleanly on that one. And we'll go back up.
Here we go. Kutakazinos and Radcliffe are in the pits, the two Velocity boys that are at the pointy end of the track. We're still yet to see Hodgkinson's, Gowans, Keane, Healy, Baker and Horton pit. Gowans is just past Matty Keane on track. No, Matty Keane's just past... No, what's going on with Matty Keane? He's lost 2 places there. 2 Gowans and to Callum. He must...
Was he coming out of the pit there?
No. Wrong his car.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, you got passed by both those just on the bottom of the straight by the look of it.
Now here we go. This is Gowans going through first. Coming down into turn 1. You can see Feely's pulled out at the same time.
A bit of team play.
Somebody missed their braking point. I think as soon as Gowans went in front of him, I don't think he could see. And he missed his braking point. What's gone on with Houghton and how did Baker get up that close?
Maybe doing a bit of fuel saving because Houghton hasn't pitted yet.
He ain't going to get to the end though, surely.
Nah, no chance. 5 more minutes to go. The safety car was at lap 2. And it went around 2 more times, so we started racing really lap 4. But still, that's not. I don't think that's enough to get all the way through.
But then again, there is the whole of the front 6 have not pitted yet either.
Yeah.
So unless they know something that we don't, there's a...
Watch this space. All will be revealed.
You see the 1, 2 stops for De Bono, 1 for Ratcliffe, everybody else 0 for the top 6. It's Baker now going to push Houghton around. And
Well, he's lapped faster than him at the moment. He was 4 tenths faster than Houghton that last lap.
But Houghton ain't lost that much time, surely.
No, I think he's driving to. His last lap was a 2.2469. His fastest was a 23. There he goes. He was waiting for the pits. Oh no, that's Baker's gone in.
Everybody's gone in. Matty Keen's
look
gone
at that.
round. Houghton's gone round.
Who stayed out? Keen stayed out and Houghton stayed out.
Yep. So where?
Ooh, here we go. Here we go. This is going to be interesting. Maybe I should swap my camera over to Josh Houghton. Let's see how he comes
He's
out.
on his way out. Baker's on his way out. Baker's on his way out. Katkazinos is coming down. He's going to lose that position. I don't think he's going to get Baker. He's not. He did lose that position. Katkazinos. Baker got technically the overall net second place here. Yeah, because this is going to jiggle around like crazy.
Gowns and Bono both off track then. Teammates, what happened?
Don't know. Trying to find out. Oh, they
hit each other. Oh, my lordy. What the hell? Oh, Dylan turned into him.
Did he?
I don't know. It'll be. It won't. You can't tell. You can't tell from there. If Gowans is. I don't know.
I don't know. Dylan was
You got to see the
already
trajectory.
rotating.
You got to have the trajectory from the top, so you can see who's drifted off and who hasn't. That's going to be a nice one. I want to see there's a ticket put in.
I don't even know what they were doing. Oh, I don't know.
No, that looks like Dylan's touched him. Coming through, he just got too close.
Leave RC for that one, Steve.
See what RC says. Nothing's been called in. Nothing's
yet.
been called in. RC can rule on something like that because they see it. They might put it on it anyway.
Just really quickly, I'm sorry to overcut you here. If Houghton goes round again, that's going to be the final lap.
Really?
Really, because we're on 38.5 minutes, 2-minute lap
So
times.
he's going to make it all the way around without pitting. Same as Matty Keane. Matty Keane stayed out as well.
If he goes... Oh, he's not. He's in the pits.
He's going in. Is Matty Keane going to go in? Is Matty Keane going to take the race on strategy and fuel saving?
Depends if he's safe enough. Matty's got to make a decision. Oh, he is!
He's going round! He's going round!
It's got to be the fastest last lap. It has to be.
He's
the time's
his
going to
last
run out.
lap. Is white flag out?
No, but then again, how many times has Barney been out on holiday while we've come round, Steve? Let's be real about it.
This is true. This is true.
He is. He's waving behind the fence. Oh,
He is way behind the fence. Matty Keane has pulled out an all-round ripper strategy, saved fuel. Will he make it to the end? This is the key. Will he go put?
Clearly, he feels he will. He's
Wow, look at that. Tony Baker's got himself into second place. Sam Catakazinos, who's had a stellar night tonight. It's the Sam of old. I haven't seen him drive like that since he first started, to be honest. And good to see him do all that hard work. In the Pro-Ams, Matty Feely, he's got his teammate Callum Hodgkinson behind him to take the Pro-Ams. That'll be two QPR boys, OPR Black boys. I keep getting their names wrong. And Kevin Wakefield still leading the AMs by 3 places.
Feely is getting closed down quick.
Yeah.
Keane
Callum's
is getting...
behind him. I'm not sure if Callum will pass him, though.
Yeah, Keane is also in the crosshairs of Tony Baker by 3 seconds. He's pulled 2.5 out over that first half. Keane, whatever you've got in there, son.
He's early. Look at him. Look at the tacho. He's changing gears early. He's doing everything he can to maintain pace and go around this corner.
Yeah, don't put your wipers on, son. They use fuel. Oh.
He hasn't run out of fuel, has he?
No, 2.7. I'm listening out. I've got it coming through on the speaker next to me. 2.6.
He's doing well. He's done an exceptional job. What a way to win a race. He's got this now. It's pretty much all downhill up this corner.
Straight.
Yeah, he's probably splutting like crazy.
1.5 seconds. Oh, he's going to get done. He's going to get done by Baker at the end.
Oh, he's nearly out of fuel, probably. That's why. Oh, Baker has stolen it. Baker has stolen it.
Baker, you thief.
Is he out of fuel? He's out of fuel.
Oh, mate, just...
He's out of fuel.
He's
just made it to third. He ran out of fuel. Look at the tacho, it's spluttering.
He's got nothing. If he's got to get back to pit lane, he is done.
Oh, well done there, my matey Keen. He had a crack and he tried it. At least he's got his top 3. Well done. What a drive that is. Tell you what, mate. It's never a surprising or a dull moment in this series, and the boys put on a great show again. I'd love to be on the fly on a wall in the Velocity Discord room right now. That's for sure.
Can you imagine a debrief?
Oh, there'll be no briefs worn. Everyone,
No.
bend over the table, get the strap out.
I weren't quite going there. I would have settled for the charity boxing match, Steve. I'm not quite sure where your mind took that one, to be blatantly honest with you, mate. But I definitely wouldn't have been going that one. Hey, Wessel grabbed the
ladies
podium
and
in
gentlemen,
the end.
Tony
Fair play.
Baker, Sam Kazinos, Matty Keen, your top 3 for the pros. Your top 3 for the Pro-Ams, Matty Feely, Callum Hodgkinson, and Joshua King for the AMs. Congratulations to Kevin Wakefield taking the first place, followed by Travis Nielsen and Brent Wassel. What a night, mate. That was a sensational night.
Oh, King got so close, didn't he?
I thought at one point you said he had 1.6 litres, and I thought, he's going to make this.
No, he had 1.6 seconds. And then all of a sudden it just plummeted going around the backside. And he clutched right in, and then all of a sudden that lead from Baker just went, God.
Destroyed him. That back straight killed him.
Oh, dear me.
God almighty.
He had a good
What
old
a
go.
night.
Full of action. Just waiting for Brandon Neelan to come over the line. There you go.
How far back did my brother finish? Did he finish?
No, he did finish 31st. How many laps down were you? 3 laps. I think I've got him at. But let's have a look
Dean.
at the results here.
There he is in
Let me show you.
30th.
Tony
Oh, my God. there it is.
Baker takes the win over Sam Katagazinos. Matty Keane tried to go no-stop. In fact, he did go no-stop, but he finished in 3rd place. Shane Ratcliffe in 4th. He ran out of fuel, Matty, on the run-up through 130R. And Baker and Katagazinos came through, but he did grab 3rd. Matty Feely takes the Pro-Ams with Callum Hodgkinson sitting in 2nd. And Dan Byrne, Dougie Gowans and Josh Houghton, after Houghton's last lap pit stop, took it down to 9th. King rounds out the podium in the Pro-Ams there, and Mark Cochran in 11th. Great recovery for Mark, considering he started in the pits. Up 23 places for Mark Cochran. Jamie Davis in 12th, then Mitch Noble in 13th. Kevin Wakefield winning the AMS. Cam Hardwick in 15th. Ronald Allen, Chris Tomlin, and then Travis Nelson grabbing himself a 2nd place in the AMS there. Brent Wassel grabbing a podium. Great job from him. Greg Johnson in 20th. Dan Batu's 21st. Stephanie Pickley, Shane Nowens, Greg Leake, Brandon Neelan, David Simmons, and Carl Lavery, who I believe disconnected and maybe come back on that one. Bradley Mays, Wayne Edwards, Dylan DeBono, Dean Sinkovic, Dave Gallo, Ryan Price, and Greg Barber with Brendan Soper 14 laps down. And then I believe that was the last of the runner anyway on that one. So great job from all of these guys. Who are we having a chat with then, Mr. Sinkovic?
Well, let's have a look, mate. I was busy watching all these boys trying to do burnouts in these cars. Have we got anyone in the room? Oh, Kevin Wakefield is in there already. Let's drag him in. First time I think I've interviewed Kev, and he's a family friend.
Oh, well, you have a chat with Kev.
Kevin Kevstar, how are you, buddy? It's the first time I'm interviewing you, mate. Congratulations on the AMS win tonight, both on the heat and the feature.
Thanks, mate. It has been a while between drinks, so it's good to get back up on the winners' podium. this is one of the tracks I do really enjoy, so it was good to have a bit of fun and drive nice and stay consistent.
Let's face it, mate. You do not know how to drink. You guzzle. All right, and that's from a well-known fact. But good driving tonight, mate. You had a bit of pressure there from Travis Nielsen for a while, and then who was it in the feature? You were swapping paint for a bit there from who was that was putting pressure on your back there?
I had Travis putting pressure on me in the second as well, but I had a few of the pro guys come through, and I sort of put a little bit of a fight with them, but then obviously sort of stepped aside a little bit, followed their line and tried to stick on with them, and that's what I was able to pull away from Travis.
How was the lounge tonight? How are the boys? Are they supporting you, giving you help? Were they spotting for you a little bit here and there?
It was actually a little bit quiet tonight. I think everybody was concentrating so hard. But yeah, no, a good support from all the guys. It was weird. It was strange being more or less ahead of everybody. So I was the one calling out any incidents ahead of everybody. So trying to help them out, but it was good fun.
You were pretty lucky with that massive bingle coming through. You got through that unscathed.
I did. I just actually let Dougie Gowans go by me going into the hairpin, and then I more or less pulled straight onto his tail. And as he went through, I just followed straight under his rear wing, and we both of us dodged through nice and easy.
You just did Days of Thunder, mate, and hope for the best.
That was right. It was either going to hit from the side or I was going to push Dougie off the track.
Well done, mate. Well, congratulations. Good to see you on the top step. Do you want to call out who supports you out there, the girls and everyone?
Yeah, obviously a big support to my wife, Michelle, and the girls that been itching to stay up and watch a race. They give me big support with it. But
You've got to mention the girls' names, mate. When they watch it back, they can hear their names in live broadcast. Come on.
Yeah, so got Natalie, Evelyn, and Olivia. So they all quite like sitting on the rig and having a go at times as well. But I also like to share a bit of a plug for Celiac Society, who my wife suffers from with gluten-free and a Celiac Society. So like to keep the word out for them as well.
Excellent, mate. Well, congratulations and good luck for the rest of the season and enjoy that lounge. I'm sure they're going to give you heaps of support in there tonight when you get back in there, buddy.
Thanks, mate.
Cheers, buddy. All right. Mr. Pegg, who we got next?
Let's bring in the winner of the Pro-Ams, Maddie Feely, taking another 2 for 2 here this evening.
Oh, did I? I didn't think I got the first one.
Well, I've got your name written down unless I wrote it.
Oh, well, that's good. Oh, that's okay. I'm not going to complain about that.
You finished in 10th, mate. You got pole position.
Well, that's good. That's good.
So
that was me.
Yeah, that was you. Are you sure?
That was you, mate.
Yeah, I had another overlay saying Dan Bartush is a Pro-Am as well, so I wasn't sure.
No, Dan has moved to pros after his win last season.
Well, that's good. That's good.
So 2 out of 2, buddy. Well done.
Thank you. It was good. Hard race.
Hard racing? How was it?
Hard racing. A bit of a long track, though. That's for sure.
Did you not enjoy it?
A long track for these cars, but it's good racing, though.
Yeah, at the end of the day, listen, dude, you've taken 2 for 2.
Yeah.
Not a bad start in the Pro-Ams. Leading the Pro-Ams still. You're going to lead going into round number 3 as well.
I'm wrapped about all of that, that's for sure. It's been good. It's been good to me. Luck has been on my side.
Are we going to see a Matty Feely championship?
Who knows? It's too early to tell. Anything can happen in the 86s. Couple of bad races, and then all of a sudden you're swamped. So
Eddie, you got to work on the consistency, mate. You've got the pace.
I know.
You've had the pure pace for a while now. Are you practicing more? What's going on? Are the boys in your team trying to help you out?
A little bit more, yeah. It's coming around. But I've also got Adam in the back of my head. Stop getting off tracks. It's on constant repeat. Subconsciously telling me to stop getting off tracks. So I'm trying to race that a little bit smarter and not run wide and things like that. Make sure to hit the brake
off
markers.
tracks is what leads to the rear end slipping, the front end slipping.
Yeah, as soon as you,
You know,
just hit that
so
grass a little bit.
Adams, he plays the full, but he is a very, very clever driver.
He's a goat.
Yeah, he is.
When he
He's
wants to
very
be.
good.
When he
You're
wants
very
to
lucky.
be.
You've got a very good team behind you. You've got
Yes.
Stefan and Adam, and Greg. Yeah, three of the fastest guys I know around that in the GTs and all that sort of stuff. These guys
Yeah.
are weapons and that sort of stuff. So they anything they
Yeah.
can give you is worth
And
its
the
weight
rest
in
of the
gold.
Blackout OPR boys that are ridiculously fast, like in anything they drive. So I mean, trying to pick up pointers from them, trying to do couple more practice sessions and things like that, and starting to drive more cars instead of just a couple. So you get used to a bit more understeer in these things compared to anything else. So
is that the
by
trick,
far.
JP? Is that the trick, Matty? Because at the end of the day, most people say drive one car and get used to how it goes, and you get quicker in it.
Well, that's what Adam said to me for a whole year. And then he's just, start driving other cars now. And, just learning, like, rear-end control of the car a little bit more. So when the back does come around, you just don't lose it. You can sort of catch it to a degree.
Yeah. I think that's the way to go with that one, and on that one.
Yeah.
Mate, you know what I mean? Matty, it's been a pleasure talking to you there, buddy. Anyone you want to shout out before we let you go?
Shout out to all you guys in the booths, all that SRW, everyone at Blackout OPR, simrigs.com, Plumson's Bakery, Distraction Sim Supply, Shunt Scenery, DSM Painting and Decorating, Blackout Electrical Solutions. It's been awesome.
Awesome.
Thank you, everyone.
Well done, Matty. Congratulations, bud.
Thank you very much, mate. Enjoy the rest of your night.
Well done, bud. Good luck for the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Right. Let's drop Matty in. Next up, we'll go 3, 2, 1. Let's have a chat with the man who almost went completely no stopping until we got onto that backstretch. And then it was just chug, 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 clutch, clutch, clutch. And hope he got to the line. He covered over the line as a push and a shove and a chug and a splutter. But it is Matty Keane. Matty, welcome in, buddy. How are you?
I'm not too bad, JP. How are you?
I'm all right, mate. Not bad at all. Just watched some great racing. I've watched you try something flat out of a miracle. Almost got there, bud. Almost.
You had us cheering, mate. You had us cheering all the way down that back straight, all the way through.
Look, it comes down to with 2 laps to go before the rest of them pit, I made a very, very small mistake and shifted too early. As soon as I lost that draft, that hurt. My fuel usage went a little bit higher than what I wanted because I was only using 1.3, and I know flat out's about 1.7, 1.8. I made that mistake. I lost the draft, and unfortunately, it left me that little bit too short on that last lap. I wasn't gonna go into the pit. It was all or nothing in the end. I committed.
It was a good gamble, mate.
It definitely was, mate. It almost paid off as well. And then, unfortunately, Tony just cut through and literally roared past you at that point as well. But how was the racing out there for you in general, mate? You know what I mean? Being up at the pointy end, what was it like?
Out of my comfort zone. I've had a lot of time off the sim, but I don't normally drive these sorts of cars, so I'm learning it as I go. And it was really interesting learning a lot from the guys at the front because I was nowhere near the pace that they were during practice, and I used the whole 2 hours. But just learning the things that I could from being behind them, and then going back to my old tricks of being able to do things that others can't.
I think that's the important thing as well. Learning off the guys in front, following each other through and seeing where they're breaking and where you can break is a great start anyway. But, looking good, I think, for in the championship as well. Where do you see this season for you, Matty? Where do you think you're going to be?
I honestly thought I would be fighting in the Pro-Ams. So this is a welcome surprise.
Yeah, absolutely there, buddy. And fair play for trying everything, something that, Josh Allen couldn't do because he had a pit on the final lap and then ended up down in 9th place. So fair play on that one. Anyone you want to shout out, Matty, before we let you go?
Our sponsor at SLM is SuitSpeed, Australian-made sim racing apparel. If you really want some, use the code SLM. It's great stuff. It's the best stuff out there. I use it. All my team uses it, and it's They've got socks, t-shirts, and gloves, and the gloves are absolutely fantastic. Nice and breathable, lots of grip.
Awesome job. Well, Matty, thank you very much for joining us there, bud. Congratulations on your third place. Unlucky on not taking that win.
No, thanks, boys. Really appreciate your work. And just a shout out, all Victorian podium, by the way.
Awesome job.
Yes.
Steve, you can fill us in on that one. I have no idea on that one.
Yes, it is. All Victoria, mate. Well done, Matty. Good to have you back on track, mate. Good luck for the rest of the season, buddy.
Thanks, Ziggy. You too, mate. Cheers.
Cheers, mate.
Right, Steve, I'll let you have a chat with a man that finished in second place. His PC survived, partly because we didn't have any rain. It's Mr. Sam Katkazinos in the booth for you.
Rain,
How are you,
rain,
Sammy
go
boy?
away. Please never come back again.
Sammy,
Hello. How are you
living the
guys?
dream, mate. I'm very good, mate. It's good to see the Sam Katkazinos that I met in the lounge tonight, because that is the driver that I saw tonight. All right. I think
Yes.
the last few seasons,
I'm happy to see
your
him too.
style changed a little bit, and tonight you went back to the roots and drove like you used to drive.
Thank you. Like Dylan said prior about reviewing his driving and taking a different approach, I followed suit. I still may not be as fast as him, but how I drive, where I take my chances, where to back off, that's been reconsidered. And also I've been mucking about with my rig here and there, and I feel like I've gained consistency, which is what I think I need more than speed. It's nice being fast, but making mistakes like I have been doesn't help with the overall race. So I'm very pleased with today. I know that there's been a few hiccups that I did, but I was able to catch them really easy, which is a nice thing to do for me. But yeah, I'm very happy with how things have turned out for myself. Very,
Do you
very
think
much
your
appreciate
style
it.
changed a little bit more aggressive when you joined the new team because you had guys that you wanted to compete with at a different level? It wasn't as relaxed as it was in the lounge, because that's where I saw your driving change. You were taking more risky moves and putting your nose in and trying to make the passes rather than waiting for the pass. Whereas tonight, I saw the different Sam. Tonight, I saw Sam a bit more patient, putting the nose in there, but realizing, nah, it's going to get taken off. I'm going to back off a little bit and go behind it and take advantage of the slick stream.
Yep, race one was a great example with David Gallo. We were
Yep.
toing and throwing with David, and that was a good example of me not killing myself and him by overcommitting. Like,
Yep.
I passed him, I was in front of him, I stayed in front of him for a while, and then again, I made a bit of a boo-boo coming out of a corner, not on full throttle, and by the end of that short straight into the next turn, he had me. I tried to fight it, I couldn't commit to it and make it stick. It was like just stay behind him and keep going. So
That's exactly right, mate.
So
You know
the
what?
driving
I'm
style has
glad you've.
changed.
Yeah, I'm
I
glad
mean,
you've
has
had this.
changed. Yep.
Yeah, correct. I'm glad you had the revision, mate, and then you've seen the light, because this is the kind of driving that I've seen you do in the past when you first came, and that's when you were the fastest, and that's when you were getting at the pointy end all the time, and then it sort of changed a little bit for you. I'm glad to see you seeing the light, mate. I'm glad to see that the Katkazinos of old is back on track, and it's giving you a result straight off the bat, mate. So congratulations on a fantastic race tonight.
Thank you
And
very
it's good to see you back on track. JP, what do you reckon of this dude? Has he got a chance now?
If it doesn't rain. Sam, my fear is for you, mate.
You know me
He
too
could
well.
be the Ronald Allen of pros.
He almost needs a GoFundMe to get some upgrade parts in his PC. You know what I mean? For Sam. And I'd love to see, dude, every time it rains, I regret here because I normally log in and then I see you disconnect and I think,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rain and my RTX 2070 Super just don't mix.
Yeah, I'd love to see you be able to keep it on track all the time, turn up for every single one, and then get points all like you did tonight, because I think you would be right up the pointy end of the championship on that one and give yourself a great opportunity. But I just don't know what we can do about if it starts raining, Sam, to be honest.
Yeah, I need to upgrade my PC, my graphics card, but I don't have the. Oh my god, I would love a 4090 or whatever, but I think I just don't want to. I mean, if I could save the money for that, that'd be nice. But I think my whole package is about 5 years old. It's period correct. It's a 3800X AMD Ryzen and a MSI B450 motherboard and a RTX 2070, and it works great when it's dry. When it's raining,
yeah.
And I know iRacing have been saying in the forums and in the release notes that they're working on it so that the RTX 2000 series can survive, but I don't think I can't wait long. I can't wait long enough for it to do it.
No, mate, I run a 3080 and I'm all golden. So you ain't got to come up to a 4090.
Yeah.
Go up to a 3080 or 3070. You should be good on that one, buddy. But listen, we can sit here and talk about your PC problems all day, Sam. But let's not worry about that. Let's go and congratulate you on the fact that you've taken a second place in the feature instead, mate. We'll end on a positive on that one, bud. Anyone you want to shout out before we let you go?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Excuse me for a minute. I've got a cough.
What he means is getting his list. He's lost it.
Yeah, that's the one, isn't it?
No, I got a cough. It was humid tonight, and I had my fans on and get the airflow going. And now that I've cooled down and relaxed, I had to cough out my throat. The first thing is, and like partly what Sinka said, Velocity Sim Labs, they have helped me push to get better. And I like you said, it's time. It was time for me to review where I'm going with this. So, yep, all the boys at Velocity Sim Labs and our sponsors, Velocity Sim Labs, and our sponsors, High Koki Power Tools, the Here to Race YouTube channel, the league itself for putting it on, the broadcasters for making a show of it and doing a really good job of it. And please, we're on Facebook, Velocity Sim Labs. Look us up and give us a follow. And yeah, all the drivers that attend that help it make a race and make it be great.
Awesome stuff, Sam. Well, thanks so much, buddy. Well done, son. And good luck, mate, on getting all the way through this season. It'd be amazing to see you up that pointy end and do what you've done tonight. So fair play to you, bud.
Fingers and toes
Congratulations,
crossed.
Sammy.
Thank you, guys. See you later.
And now,
humble man.
Yeah, here we go. Steve, for you, one, Mr. Tony Baker, the winner of race number 2, capitalised on Matty Keen's fuel shortage. Tony, welcome in, bud.
Thanks, guys. That was a ding-dong battle and an awesome race.
I'll see
I reckon we're going to call you Ned Kelly, mate, because you robbed him of that win at the very end.
No, he robbed
galloping down
himself.
that back straight, mate. What was going through your head in those last few corners?
Yeah, look, I could see the relative like shrinking slowly, and I'm like, I'm going to get him. And then when I saw him on the straight, I'm like, yeah, he's running out, and I'm like, there. I was like, yes, past the line, punch in the air like a school kid. I can tell you now.
Do you know what? I'm disappointed, Tony. I thought you might have pushed him over and let him take the win for trying something so brave.
No way, mate. That was the big cherry. That was the pro cherry for me. So happy days.
No,
knickers to him. Say, this is your cherry, mate. What a popper for a night.
Yeah, that was just an awesome battle all through. It was, really hard to pass around here, but yeah, you got to give it to the boys. They race clean and race hard, so it's just fantastic and really good fun. And yeah, can't say any more.
Yeah, you said it exactly right. It's amazing this series. When we first started it, it was carnage. But the level, the way all the drivers adapted to this car and the way they're racing and throwing it around, it's so damn clean, and space is given where it can. All right, things happen, people rub doors, you get bumped off and stuff like that. It happens here and there. But all in all, it's pretty good racing. You can bet most of the time you're going to get space when you need it. But how was it coming through the pack?
Yeah, that was tough. I think I passed 2 cars in the whole night, like in that last race, and just the opportunity. I just carried a bit more speed through like the last after the straight through one corner, and I was like, I just stuck it in there, and they sort of started to yield. I'm like, yep, just pull it up, turn it in, and away it went. So, but other than that, there's really, if you didn't get the run, it's just so difficult. Like I could see a couple of guys behind me trying to dive in at that real sharp hairpin on the first few laps, and I'm like, don't do it there, don't do it there. And I'm like, now we're starting to lose the relative and the toe. It's like, come on, like work together. And that's what you sort of got to do as a pack, and just move forward. And then once it sort of starts to thin out a bit, then it's game on, yeah.
Yeah. Nice one there. JP, what do you reckon this guy's title chances are?
Are we too early, Tony? That's my fear. You're sitting in 5th going into this.
Too early.
Have you gone and done it now? That's it for the rest of the season. I don't know. I think
it's one of the ambitions.
Yeah, I think for this specific season, one of the things you've got to do is keep it on track, right? Especially being that obviously sometimes we do 2 races, sometimes we do 3, sometimes we do 1. You've got to be on track. You've got to make sure you're finishing. And I think, keeping it out of trouble, Tony, will put you at the pointy end. Keeping it out there, you've definitely got the pace as well. So I think you've got a great opportunity. Consistency.
Yeah, can only give it a try, but unfortunately I'll be away next week, so I'll have to miss around. And I'm just here for the fun, and to pop a cherry in the pro is just another tick in the box for me. So awesome night.
Yeah, fair play to you, mate.
Having fun, that's what we're all about. So that's sweet, mate. That's awesome.
Mate, I drive around the back in the V8s every Tuesday, and I thoroughly enjoy myself. So you know what I mean? Don't worry too much, bud. I know what it feels like to be learning as we go. But anybody you want to shout out, Tony, before we let you off?
Yeah, I'll shout out to the missus, Tash, letting me race when I race all the time. Seems like she sort of sits and watches TV without me all the time. But anyway, and my son Alex, he's in his room playing games, and here I am still 10 o'clock, and he's got school tomorrow. But anyway.
It'll be all right, mate. Don't worry about it. You know what I mean? Sometimes my wife prefers me to be off playing games, bud, while she sits and watches the sofa. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, my guest gets to watch all her shows too.
Yeah, that's what they say, isn't it? I do love my wife because I instantly know when she wants a night away. She goes, "Are you playing games tonight?" I'm like, "Oh God, darling, do you want the TV, babe?
Tonight?
Yeah. Are you doing anything tonight, babe? Are you working or anything like that?" It's like, "All right, love. Here's the TV. I'll go play games. Don't worry about it." Tony, it's been a pleasure, mate, to have a chat with you. Absolutely amazing, and fair play. Well done on your victory.
Awesome. Thanks, JP. And
take care, mate.
And thanks for the broadcast. And cheers. Thanks, guys.
Take care.
Good luck, buddy. Take care for the rest of the season, mate.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Do you know what? Thinking back, Steve, I've been here, I don't know, 3 seasons, 4 seasons? I can't even think. Anyway, I think that is the first time I've spoken to Mr. Catakazinos.
Yes, it is. It is. He has... He used to race in the lounge with us, and he went to race with Velocity, and his style changed. He started being a bit more, not some more aggressive, but taking more chances with the way he drove and everything like that. And that's why I was stoked for him tonight, because that was the way he used to drive when he first started. Pulled the nose out when he needed to, was a bit more calculative, and you can see it paid off tonight. That's the Sam that I know is fast. He's fast. He's definitely fast. He's just got to stay clean. He's going to be the Ronald Allen of the pros this season. If he can stick it out and keep clean, he's going to be up there at the pointy end, at the very end of the season, mate.
Yeah, absolutely. I do agree. I think it's going to be great to see if Sam can. We need to get a new graphics card for him as well, though, because I can tell you what, if it starts raining, he is in trouble. But there we go. It's been a very exciting evening of racing. Good evening, Mr. Faulkner, who's just popped in right at the end there. Thank you so much for joining us. Don't forget, guys, if you are going to watch it back, like, subscribe, turn on the bells. That would be absolutely amazing. But I think that's going to wrap this one up as well. And we can have a look at the calendar to see where we are likely to be for the rest of this season. Well, we are at Okayama next time out on that one. Then we head over to Winter Motor Raceway, Tsukuba. I am so looking forward to that. Mobility Resort Montegi, Sandown, Fuji, and Mount Panorama. As a finish, we go on to the traditional mountains of Bathurst to see if they can survive. But that's going to wrap it up. Thanks so much for joining us.
Last one, mate. An enduro.
Yeah. Yeah, that's going to be
fun.
Yeah, it's going to be a toughie for some of these guys, I think, on that one. So fair play to all of them for taking part in that. Right, guys, thanks so much for coming along, for joining us for the Shannon's SRW TV GR86 Nationals for Season 4 from Round 2 in Suzuka. I've been JP. I've been alongside Steve Sinkovic here this evening. And as always, take care. Have a great week. And you never know, we might see you on the track sometime. Good night.
This is amazing. I was clash heads again. This is like Chaz Mostert and Cam Waters. Almost the same situation. Better contact going down to the hill. Sam Noble wants to sniff on Dave Coleman now. Sam Noble's bottle right now because, tell you what, Reece Tanak and Jamie Dyke just absolutely drove away.